It's game day once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hashtag Sports and welcome to this live of the Baltimore Ravens versus our Buffalo Bills. I hope you guys are getting ready to join me for what should be a great game. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, hope you guys are too. And we'll see how the Buffalo Bills do. Hopefully they can do a little bit better than they did last week in their first loss last week against the Maimi Dolphins. It stinks that they have a divisional loss now under their belts, but we gotta keep moving forward now. Just gotta keep moving forward. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. Again, as you guys come in here, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, like this video. I'm running a little behind here, guys. I'm not going to lie, running a little behind, so I'm trying to make sure that I have everything ready to go. Again, half an hour. We're going to talk about some of the inactives today and talk about what's going on in this game as far as who are the Baltimore Ravens inactives, who are the Buffalo Bills inactives. We'll get into all that. Also get into my 3 keys to victory, right? Talk about the 3 keys to victory for the Buffalo Bills every single week. So we'll get into that a little bit as well. But again, we look forward to this game. Let's go Buffalo. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us on the stream, Frank. And we look forward to seeing our Buffalo Bills hopefully get another victory, move to 3-1. One of these two teams, I think both these teams look really good early on. I think both these teams are playoff teams. I actually think the Ravens are going to win the AFC North. But one of these teams are going to fall to 2-2. We have a game going on in London right now, too. Let's not forget about that. The Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. We can keep you updated on that as well. Normally, these games, for some odd reason, the London game runs into these 1 o'clock games. I don't think they should, but hey, it is what it is. The NFL is trying to expand on their network basically, and just expand to international games. I've been trying this for a long time. I just don't know if it's worthwhile, to be honest with you. But I'm not living in London either. I'm sure London loves the fact that the NFL comes to London every year and does something like this. So I'm glad for them, and hopefully that the NFL makes out okay doing it. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Ricky, good to see you in the chat. Been a hot minute. I don't know if you've been joining the stream so far this year, but yes, I appreciate you joining me once again. Hopefully this time we can talk about a Buffalo Bills victory today. The Vikings are about to actually it might end up getting tied here right before the end of regulation. The Vikings are up 28-25 with 2 seconds to go. That's what I'm getting right now as I'm getting updates on my phone, so you guys can let me know when the game ends. I saw Bills might bring back Justin Zimmer. Yeah, they might bring back Justin Zimmer. You saw they got Rhodes, the cornerback, earlier this week. Unfortunately, he's already injured. The Bills just cannot catch a break when it comes to that cornerback position. It just seems like the Bills cannot catch a break. I'm hoping that soon here the Bills will get things going on defense, get things together. Good to see Dane Jackson back. Dane Jackson is going to play in today's game, so that is happy to see. Good to see. If you are a Buffalo Bills fan, obviously 2 weeks ago we weren't sure if he was going to play the rest of the season. So to see him back is a good thing. Again, as you guys come rolling on in here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, share this video as we get ready for the game between the Baltimore Ravens and our Buffalo Bills. Let's talk about the inactives real quick. Hey, Walking Tall, good to see you in the stream as well. Let's talk about our inactives for a little bit. First, we're going to go to the Baltimore Ravens side of the ball and talk about their inactives today. And if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, you might know more about these players. The only one that I really know that might be a little bit of a hindrance in this game is Kenyon Drake, running back. You obviously don't use him as your starting running back, but definitely a name that I've recognized before. Probably a number 2, number 3 running back on the depth chart, someone who could contribute in this game, someone who can catch the ball pretty decently out of the backfield, who definitely can change a way a defense plays against you if he's on the field. So they might miss him, but when you got Dobbins, you got some other good running backs on your team, you're really not going to miss Kenyon Drake too much. Cornerback Jalen Armour Davis, he is inactive for today's game. Justin Houston, linebacker, he's inactive for today's game. In fact, JPP is going to play his first game as a Baltimore Raven. So that's going to be something new to look at if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. Someone to definitely keep an eye on. We got a veteran guy in Rhodes on our team last week. Unfortunately, he's not going to be in this game. Jason Pierre-Paul came into Baltimore. He's ready to go, and he's going to be active for today's game. So expect him to be on the field quite a bit. Someone else that Josh Allen has to make sure he's looking out for as well. You go down this list, you also have Patrick Mikari, offensive tackle, and Ronnie Staley. Ronnie Staley, that's a name I know too. You hope that he's okay, but definitely a guy who would probably see significant time on your offensive line. So when you talk about offensive line depth being hurt, obviously that's a big sting, a big factor in today's game for the Baltimore Ravens. Now you go over to the Buffalo Bills side of the ball. You look at our inactives, and guys, we all know what the injury report looks like for the Buffalo Bills. Now, good news is, hopefully good news, this is the last week that Trey White will be on the IR. So he is eligible to come back next week. So I'm really looking forward to that. At least we got Poyer and Dane back. Yes. If you look at the list of guys we got back, it looks pretty good. We're happy about that. Davis is back. Morris is back. That is huge to me. Mitch Morris being back is so big. You saw a lot of issues last week with some snaps between Van Rotten and Josh Allen. Cost us a chance at a field goal at the end of the first half, and also cost us later in the game as well. A fumble, I believe, was in there early in the game. So definitely happy to see Mitch Morris back. To me, that's the biggest one of the biggest injuries that to come back this week. But the inactives for the Buffalo Bills, Jake Kumaro is inactive. So our wide receivers are kind of slim, especially since, you look at Shakir, and when he was in week 2, you really didn't hear anything out of him. So I wonder how much we're going to use Khalil Shakir all in this game. You know that Jamison Crowder is going to be back there returning punts and kickoffs like he has been so far all season. So what does Shakir really provide you as a roster spot? You still see Zach Moss, Devin Singletary, and James Cook back there. Again, I would like to see Zach Moss inactive. Obviously, Jake Kumaro is hurt, so he can't participate in today's game. But I would rather see 6 wide receivers when all healthy than 5 running backs. That's just my personal preference. And to me, Zach Moss, even though he had an impressive run last week, one run doesn't make up for what you've done so far this season. So for that reason, I would say that I would rather 6th wide receiver when healthy over Zach Moss in the lineup. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section as well. The Ravens defense is suspect. We should have this game. But what's going on with our defense? Our defense obviously has had some injuries as well. So I hope that we have this game. I hope you're right. Hey, King Cam, good to see you. Hey, Gary, glad that you're in the chat. I hope that we win this game, and I think that we will. On my Wednesday night or my Wednesday Razor Sharp picks, I picked the Bills to win this game and cover the spread. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills win. I think they should, but at the same time, our defense is depleted too. Speaking of, Christian Benford is inactive as well. Justin Murray is inactive. Tommy Sweeney and Ed Oliver are both inactive, and Jordan Phillips is inactive. We're going to miss Ed Oliver again, clogging up that middle of the field. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to get back to somebody. The final in London, the Minnesota Vikings did beat the Saints 28-25. But I have to get my picks in, guys. I have to do my own picks. I mean, come on. You can't have a stream without me doing my picks as well. So give me 1 second as I do that. Is currently 12:39 here on the East Coast, so we're about 20 minutes away from kickoff between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. I gave you the inactives for today's game. If you didn't hear them, can you please get rid of Zach Moss now? Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of my feeling on the matter too. Like Zach Moss, we thought we had something big there when we signed him, obviously in the 3rd round, but it just hasn't panned out, and that's okay. That's okay. Khalil Shakir is not active. He looks active to me. We should have kept OJ Howard. No, Khalil Shakir is active today. He is active. Jake Kumaro is inactive due to injury. As far as keeping OJ Howard, no, we shouldn't have kept him. I think that he didn't show enough for me in preseason to take the $2 million loss. $2 million is not 2.4. I think it is in dead money. It's not worth keeping a player if you don't think he can contribute on this team. I'm glad that he's contributing for the Texans, but as Paul and Mario would normally tell you when we were finishing 6-10 to 10-6, a guy that's good enough to play on a 6-10 team isn't necessarily good enough to play on a 10-6 team. or a playoff team. So he looks good on a non-playoff team, and that's great. I wish him nothing but the best. But he just wasn't proving his worth here. Quentin Morris has a more than capable Dawson Knox. We know what he gives us at the tight end position. So no, I don't think O.J. Howard would have been much of a benefit to the Buffalo Bills. Looks like a 61-yard field goal hit off the crossbar and was no good. So the Vikings did win that game 28-25. Andy Dalton actually did a pretty good job coming in for James Winston for the Saints. I thought Dalton looked pretty good with a little bit. I saw him. Give me 1 second. Like I said, I gotta finish up some text here. And then I will get back to you guys. All right, so my 3 keys to victory in this game contain Lamar Jackson. Obviously, listen, the one thing that Lamar Jackson can do better than anybody, in my opinion, is run the football, right? Run the football better than any quarterback in the league. I think Morris fits our scheme way more than O.J. Howard. Yeah, and that's something that I agree with as well. Why would the Giants trade away Barkley when they're still in contention? I don't know. Is there rumors that he's going to be traded? I didn't hear that. At safety today, okay, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills roster right now. So obviously, you look at the game day roster. I look at Buffalo Bills PR on Twitter to look at the game day roster. They come out with the roster every game day about 45 minutes to an hour before kickoff. So I always look at them. So if you guys are not following them on Twitter, make sure you check them out. There are rumors Buffalo gets running back Barkley in a trade. I don't see that happening. I really don't see that. There's no reason for that unless the Bills trade Singletary to the Giants. I don't know where that rumor comes from, but I just don't. I mean, I would love it. Personally, I think Saquon Barkley is a great running back, and if he had the opportunity to thrive more, he would. And I think we're seeing that. We saw his rookie season. I think we're seeing that a little bit more this year as well. Quarterbacks today, obviously Josh Allen, Case Keenum are the 2 quarterbacks. Offensive line, I talked a little bit about. I'll talk a little bit about Mitch Morris earlier on in the show. I think him being back is huge for this Buffalo Bills offense. That snap, that continuity, knowing who's snapping Josh Allen the ball. I think that's huge. Hopefully he does not re-aggravate any injury and he is ready to go. Bobby Hart, Ryan Bates, Deion Dawkins, Greg Van Rotten, Roger Saffold, David Quisenberry, and Spencer Brown. Glad to see Spencer Brown back after he was unable to return last week due to heat illness of some sort. Glad to see these guys back. Yes, last week was a brutal game. I mean, we saw what happened to Tua on Thursday night, and we can talk about that if you guys want to as well a little bit. But at the same time, it wasn't any easier on the Buffalo Bills. Maybe a little bit easier if we weren't concussed. But, the Bills lost a lot of players in that game. A lot of people had to go in the locker room, get IV fluids, things like that. So glad that most of the guys who went out last week are back in this week. Boomer Esiason said it. I can't use that as a reliable source. Who has better game today, Shakir or McKenzie? McKenzie. I have no reason to think that Shakir is going to have a good game today. I really don't. There's no reason to believe that because when he was playing in that week 2 blowout of the Titans, he played the whole 4th quarter, and I don't think he had a single reception. And if he did, he had 1. Like, he had nothing. There's no reason to think Shakir will have a impact in today's game at all, to be honest with you. Running backs, again, Zach Moss, Tamon Jones, going to be special teams, Devin Singletary, James Cook. Reggie Gilliam, we got to start looking at Reggie Gilliam a little bit more. Has had a few games in a row where he's had a couple of receptions, had a touchdown last week. I think that Reggie Gilliam is a guy that defenses might need to look out for more than you want to look out for a fullback in this Buffalo Bills offense. Definitely has been able to catch the ball in the backfield a little bit more than your average fullback and get downfield. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Glad that you are in the chat. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. You look at tight ends, you got Quentin Morris and Dawson Knox. Wide receivers, Isaiah McKenzie, Khalil Shakir, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, and Jamison Crowder. So those are your 5 wide receivers. Again, kind of thin at that wide receiver position with Jake Kumro being inactive. Linebackers, you got Bernard, Matakovic, Tremaine Edmonds, Dotson, Spector, and Milano. Those are fine at linebacker position. I love what I've seen at Bernard so far. Obviously, Matakovic, special teams. You got to love what Edmonds has done so far this season. If you're an Edmonds hater, going into this year. I think that Edmonds has had a great year so far for the Buffalo Bills, has made an impact. Obviously, Matt Milano continues to make an impact, has a interception return for a touchdown, almost had another interception last week against the Miami Dolphins. If you look at the edge, you got Von Miller, Greg Rousseau, Boogie Basham, AJ Epineza, and Shaq Lawson. Defensive tackles, Daquan Jones, Brandon Bryant, Prince Emili came up from the practice squad this week, and Tim Settle. Glad that Tim Settle is back. King Cam comes in and says, "I'd like Gilliam, but I don't think Josh should throw him the ball 50 yards downfield, even though he's an old tight end." Yeah, that was a coverage throw, right? Like everyone else is covered downfield. You see Gilliam has an opening. The play took a long time to develop, so Gilliam just kept trying to get open for his quarterback. So obviously he doesn't have the athleticism as a wide receiver or a tight end, but he's able to create that threat. And if Josh Allen puts the ball on his numbers a little bit better in that situation, who knows what's going to happen? Defensive backs: Damar Hamlin, Jaquan Jones, Teron Johnson, Jordan Poyer, Kair Elam, Dane Jackson. Again, glad to see Dane Jackson back after that injury 2 weeks ago. It's scary, but glad to see he is back. Saran Neal and Cam Lewis are our defensive backs. Specialists, obviously, Tyler Bass, Sam Martin, and Reed Ferguson are the special teams guys for today's game. So those are that's the roster for the Buffalo Bills going into this game. I was beginning talking about my 3 keys to victory before someone brought up the roster, so I'll get back to that. He is more of a fullback right now. But again, if he's a threat downfield, let's use him for what he is. Best play for Edmonds since he's been here. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been out to a phenomenal start this season. 3 games in, obviously it's small sample size, but definitely a phenomenal start. He looks like he's more of a sure tackler now, not missing those tackles over the middle like he has in years past. I don't know. I think that's a good sign. So again, 12 minutes from kickoff here on the East Coast. Again, let me know where you're watching me from, guys. Always appreciate seeing where you guys are watching from. Welcome, Ruben. Welcome back. I'm back. Good to see you back. Man, the kitchen's here. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, give me a score prediction right before the kickoff. I'll give you guys my score prediction for today's game. So let me know your score prediction. Let me know what you think. Having Morse and Poyer back is huge. Absolutely. Apex. I'm not sure if you just joined me. I did speak a lot about Morse at the onset of the stream. Just talk about that continuity from center to quarterback. We saw a few bobbled snaps last week, a fumbled snap last week. So just to have that back is going to be fun. Apex says 27-17. You think of the team, so I'm guessing he means Ravens, knowing Apex, but probably Bills. Go Bills. Bills fan from India. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to Hashtag Sports. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, Bill from Florida. Frank says 31-27 Bills. From New Jersey. Where am I going here? 31-20. Watching from Southtowns. 28-10 Buffalo. Appreciate that, guys. It's 10:30 p.m. Well, thank you for staying up late and watching Hashtag Sports as we bring you this presentation of the game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Ruben comes in and says 58-6 Bills. If we stop this Ravens team to 6 points, I'd be really happy about that. Be really happy about King Cam coming in from Ohio. Chris comes in, gives his normal Bills by 50. One of these times he's going to be right. He was close to right against the Titans week 2. But one of these times he will be accurate with his prediction. So I look forward to that. I look forward to seeing the Bills win by 50 because the Bills apparently can't win 1-score games, right? The Bills currently are on an 8-game losing streak in 1-score games. So at this moment, you want to see – well, there's part of you that says you want to see the Bills blow teams out so you don't have to worry about that. But in the playoffs, these games are going to be close, right? In the playoffs, these games are come down to one possession. So part of you says, yeah, you want to see them blow them out. Some of you says, though, like you want them to get that monkey off their back. Win a close game at this point in the season would be a huge confidence builder moving forward. You're not going to win every game by 20, 30 points, okay? That's just not going to happen. That's not how parity in the NFL works these days. So if you can get in a close game, get that victory, I think that'd be very important for this team's confidence. We have knocked Lamar out the last 2 games we played. Yeah, but last time we played in the regular season, it didn't work out so well for us. So hopefully this game is a little bit different. You think we should play who? I'm sorry. You think who did Ray bring up? I'm not even sure who Ray brought up to say who you think we should play ASAP. I mean, I would love to play Rhodes ASAP, but unfortunately he got injured earlier this week, so can't play him yet. But at the same token, hopefully we won't need him here in the near future. So 12:51, we went with I can't Trey White coming back. So my first key to victory was keeping Lamar in the pocket. Do not let Lamar get in open field. He's impossible to tackle, even for a guy like Matt Milano. I think that Lamar could have a huge running day. Oh, Gabe Davis, he is back. Hey Don, good to see you. Have a fun day with Abigail. I hope you have a great time at the where you're going. I'm not gonna say where you're going, but I hope you have a great time. And I'm sure she's going to enjoy herself. And just give me updates on that. I'd rather get updates on that than have me give you updates on the Bills. So send me updates on how she's doing, and I'll keep you posted how the Bills are doing when you get a chance. But yeah, everyone hit that thumbs up button. Give me a second. Oh, it was a double doink. Another double doink by the Saints. Another double doink. That stinks. So it hit off the post and then the upright. Give me that. Give me that. And then I just got my parlay done. So we're good there. Do I know Buffalo Fanatics? I do know Buffalo Fanatics. Rico. I know Rico. I mean, he's been on. He was a guest of mine on Believers Talk back when I had that channel. I was a guest of theirs a few times. Yeah, so I have no issues there. I think they're a great channel. I think they do things well. McLaurin is not even wide receiver 1 on his team. Oh, so we're talking fantasy. All right, we want to talk fantasy. We can do fantasy. I'm in a fantasy league now. Finally, after what, like 5-6 years not being in fantasy, I decided to do one. It's free though, so I don't know if that actually counts. So. But that's okay. So keep Lamar in the pocket, contain him, don't let him run. My second key to victory is going to be run the ball, right? Get that run game going. Everyone's talking about how we don't have a running attack. I disagree. I think that we just haven't had that many attempts. I mean, look at the end. You know, to me, a running attack is defined by how you can run the ball in the fourth quarter, not necessarily how you run the ball in the whole game. When you're winning a game and the other team knows you're going to run the ball, how do you do running the ball? And you look at week 2 at the end of that game, the fourth quarter of that game, I thought it was very impressive. I thought we did a great job. So I hope that continues. Guys, let me know if I'm frozen on your end or not, as I keep running into some issues here. Just let me know. Let me know what you guys see. Can't do it here. Can't do it here. But give me 1 second as I keep trying to update this. Did I freeze on you guys or no? Did I freeze on you guys or no? Okay, King Cam says I'm good. All right, good. If King Cam says I'm good, then I must be good. But guys, there was a storm coming through where I'm at due to the remnants of the hurricane. And guys, if you were if you were in that hurricane in any way, shape, or form, please make sure you continue to stay safe. And I'm glad that you are safe and joining me. But my thoughts and prayers do go out to everybody who was in that stream or in that hurricane. Sorry, again, just running late, always going crazy. Puka comes in and says, let's go, Buffalo. Absolutely, guys. Game time not too far away. And they're showing right now the injury report of the Buffalo Bills, and it's huge, right? Micah Hyde out for season. Obviously, we all know about, and they didn't even have him up there, Tre'Davious White, who's been out the first 4 weeks of the season. So many injuries on this Buffalo Bills team to start off the season. Not what you want to see. But it is what it is. You got to keep going. It's next man up mentality. Hopefully there are no delays in the game, or in this stream. Either way, I hope there are no delays either as we're getting ready for kickoff between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Scott, good to see you. Always good to see you, Scott. You're still limping in. Again, I hope you guys are all doing okay. And listen, last week, you got to put last week behind you, right? You got to put last week behind you. And in this game with the storm, oh, yeah. Well, it should just be rain. It should just be heavy rains in the game today. Hopefully nothing to interrupt the game too much. I mean, if you're betting the over-under, I would take the under in this game just due to weather conditions. I think weather conditions normally neutralize, the scoring and kind of keep high-powered offenses from throwing the ball as much as you normally like. And so I would pick under, but that's just me. I didn't pick the over-under in this game. So we will see, obviously, what happens. But as we get ready to start this game, guys, again, I think my third key to victory. So my first key to victory, obviously, keep Lamar Jackson contained. My second key to victory is establish that running attack, establish that running game. And I disagree with people who are saying the Bills don't have a good running game. I think Oliver is out. Yes, he is. Almost game time. So ready for this. This is going to be a huge game, right? This is going to be a huge game in the AFC. Last thing you want to do is lose back-to-back AFC games. The Bills losing last week to the Dolphins, obviously a divisional game that stinks. But when you talk about the playoffs, when you talk about that, as a Bills fan, I want that number one overall seed. The one thing we haven't achieved yet in the regular season is that number one overall seed, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Is everyone having to come to Buffalo in January, in February. That's what I want to see, because I think the AFC Championship game is actually the first Sunday in February now because of the pushback due to 18 weeks. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong once before in my life, so this could be number 2. Hey, Mom, good to see you. Hey, Buffalo Snowy 7, good to see you. Good evening. It's not quite evening here yet. Not sure where you're watching from. Our AFC Mulligan was last week. No more available. I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope that, again, though, Scott, I mean, I would love to see us blow out the Ravens, but there's also a part of me that says the Bills have lost 8 one-score games in a row. We need to get off that skid and give our team some confidence in these one-score games. So we'll see what happens with that, but we would love to see the Buffalo Bills win this game at all. Bold prediction, our secondary steps back from last week with 3 picks, including 1 pick 6. I personally did not think that our secondary played that bad last week against Waddle and Hill. I feel like our secondary held up pretty well for the game plan that was presented for them. Now, obviously, I think it was a pretty vanilla game plan, but that's what you have to do when you have 4. Your 4 defensive backs that started last week had three starts combined before last week. So you have to have a little bit of a vanilla type defense. You can't be running crazy blitz schemes at these guys who don't exactly know where their position's supposed to be, things like that. I actually thought this, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to leave anyone one-on-one against Hill or Waddle. We saw it happen the one time Waddle was able to get free, big play downfield. Now, I don't know. I don't think we had any turnovers last week. I think Milano had a dropped interception. So you do want to see like those 3 interceptions. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Dan Mitchell's doing, I don't know if he's still doing lives anymore as far as during the game. I know he used to sit at the bar and do some lives. But I've seen that. I see like King Cam. Good to see you in here for as much as you were. Our defense secondary did a stellar job. The process is working. Absolutely. The process is working. 3rd and 22. No, I understand. But it's not like, okay, the Bills are notorious for getting up 3rd and longs, though. It's not something that just happened last week. Like, it's something that has kind of been a Achilles heel of this Buffalo Bills defense since dating back to last season. So you can't blame just them. And that's one play. And again, that's the one play Waddle got behind our defense. So when you go against Hill, I mean, if you're judging an offense or a defense on how good they did on one play, then nobody's going to do well. Nobody's going to do well because if we judge what the Bills offense did, what Josh Allen did last week on the fumble or on the bobbled snap before halftime where he threw it to Diggs just to get some yards but the clock ran out, well, that's a bad play. We missed an opportunity for points. That's a bad play. Break through for over 400 yards. So let's not act like it was he had a terrible game. So Miami jersey last week. Did he lose a bet? I don't know. Ali, you were part of the storm. In the eye of the storm. I hope that you are safe. Thank you. You're joining me here. So obviously, health-wise, you are doing well, and so I'm happy to hear that. But hopefully, you guys are staying safe. Yeah, the Bills are notorious for that. I mean, that's something that the Bills do, unfortunately. Third and long, you can expect the Bills to give up big plays. That's just, I don't know why it's that way, but it's been that way for about a year now, if not more so. So, it plagued the Bills last year, and I don't know if it's going to get any better as time goes on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And again, guys, we are trying some new things this season as far as a scoreboard behind me. I know last week some people said that the stuff was too small, so we're going to try some new things as well this week to see if we can get bigger. Lost a bet with TD Fins. Yeah, I know that they do their AFC roundtable. I think it is. So I thought that maybe he lost a bet. But I think about the Dolphins right now. All I can think about is Tua. I hope that he's okay. Just came yesterday that they fired the independent doctor, so no real surprise there. We'll see what more comes out. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. A lot of people on both social media and on ESPN or wherever you watch FS1, wherever you watch your and get your NFL news, a lot of people are jumping to conclusions about what injury Tua had and what it means for the NFL. And now the guy was fired. I understand that, but until I'm told otherwise, I am not a medical expert. I have no medical expertise whatsoever. Literally none whatsoever. And neither do a lot of the people who are talking about it. So until I know that there's been some doctors that have done videos about what. Baltimore is going to kick off to Buffalo. McKenzie's back to receive the kickoff. McKenzie, that's new, right? Wasn't it Crowder? McKenzie's back. Third key to victory is penalties and holding on to the ball. With a wet field, you want to make sure that you hold on to the ball and are able to the Bills will start this game from 25 as the ball goes into the end zone as a touchback. You want to make sure that you're able to hold on to the ball and no sloppy plays, right? You want to limit the sloppy plays even in the sloppy weather. So those are my three keys to victory. Score of this game for me is going to be the Buffalo Bills 27, the Baltimore Ravens 17. That's going to be my score. Prediction for today's game, the Buffalo Bills 27, the Baltimore Ravens 17. Again, I don't expect a high-scoring game due to the weather. Josh Allen starts this game under center, moving right to left. You have two wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, one to the top. Single set back as he gets the ball at Singletary. He's going to fall forward maybe 2 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Singletary runs up the middle for 2 yards. Going to be 2nd and 8. Again, under center. Expect to see a little bit more of that. Expect to see some more runs. Dolphins even more now for putting him out there like that. Yeah, it wasn't the best decision. I will say that. It was not the best decision. Let me get this scoreboard up here for you guys. On 2nd and 8, shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers set for the Buffalo Bills. Quick throw on the outside. Good defense by the Ravens. Number 24, pass intended for Dawson Knox. It was broken up on the play by number 24 of the Ravens. That's Peters. So good job by him. And it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Buffalo Bills. 3rd and 8 here. Big 3rd down. The Bills do not want to start 3 and out. 14:23 to go. 4 wide receivers set. Allen looking to throw. Throws it, and it's intercepted. A bad throw. Humphrey on the interception. No one can tackle him. He might get into the end zone here. Inside the 10. Allen with a bad throw. And it's going to be 1st and goal. Wow. Not a good start at all for the Buffalo Bills. At all. Looking to go outside to Knox. Knox is supposed to keep going. Knox there. So Knox does a little out route where he sits on the route. And, there was a miscommunication between Knox and Allen. Allen thought that Knox was going to keep going, but Knox stayed. Yeah, Allen thought Knox was going to keep going. Knox stayed put. There's a flag. There's a face mask flag on the Bills, so it's going to be half the distance to the goal even. So it's going to be 1st and goal, half the distance. Not a good start at all if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. 14:08 to go here in the 1st quarter. And they're starting inside the 5. So obviously the defense already starting in a bad spot. First and goal, pistol formation. Lamar Jackson hands the ball off. I think that's Dobbins, who's going to be stopped at the 1 yard line, 1.5, gain of 1.5. So it's going to be second and goal. Wow. Yeah, not a good start at all if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. Not at all. So let me know if you guys like this better. Always defer. Quick pitch inside, and that's in the end zone. Dobbins gets in, and with 13:26 to go in the first quarter, a quick strike by the Baltimore Ravens after an interception thrown by Josh Allen. It hurts. It hurts. Not a good way to start off for Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills team. Next hands won't work on that play. Again, there was a miscommunication there, I think. Spotting Raven 7 is not advisable. I agree. Justin Tucker coming in for the extra point. Extra point's up, and the extra point is good. 13:26 to go now in the first quarter, and the Ravens are up on the Bills 7-0. Allen, I don't know. It's going to count as a passing touchdown for Lamar because it was a pitch to Dobbins in front of him. Not good. Nope, not good at all. But it's still early. Still early. Got a long way to go. Hopefully it doesn't stay this way. But the Bills now trail 7-0. Do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Mr. Rogers Homes. So make sure you check them out. Information in the description below. So after you're done watching this game, hopefully it gets a little happier for us as Bills fans as the game goes on. We need to use a running back because that was my second key to victory. How do you know? Were you here for that? My second key to victory was to do that. So absolutely, I agree that we need to use them. Again, the Buffalo Bills 2-1. So are the Baltimore Ravens. As we go to commercial break here, I will give you some score updates from around the league. Again, the Minnesota Vikings win a close one in London, beating the Saints by a field goal. At the Saints had a field goal attempt at the end of the game, 61-yard field goal attempt, hit off the upright, then off the crossbar, and was no good. Here in Baltimore at 7-0 Ravens, the Chargers already up 6-0. Pending extra point against the Texans. They scored a touchdown there. Bears, Giants 0-0. Seahawks, Lions 0-0. Ravens, Jaguars, Eagles 0-0. Steelers, Jets 0-0. Browns, Falcons 0-0. Titans, Colts 0-0. And the Dallas Cowboys up 3-0 over the Washington Commanders. Those are the scores from around the league. We have 3 game day runbacks for a reason. Let's use them. Again, I don't mind using 2 out of 3 of them. I just don't like Zach Moss. I'm not a Zach Moss fan. But, I mean, if he starts playing better, then I'll be a bigger fan. Let me put it that way. If he starts playing better, I'll be a bigger fan. But Josh Allen is bad. He wasn't under pressure. I wouldn't say he's bad under pressure. We've seen him roll out and do all kinds of crazy things. But he wasn't under pressure there. So he had a clean pocket. Able to step into the throw. It might have been tipped. Oh, okay. So the pass might have been tipped by 93 is what they're saying. That makes more sense. So 93 for the Ravens, got his hands up, was able to get his hand on the ball. And so it makes it a quick 7. Hey, those are the type of big plays that teams need, right? Big play can change momentum early. McKenzie back to receive another kick. This one will be returnable as McKenzie gets at the 1 yard line to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gets tackled by the kicker, but a big return by Isaiah McKenzie. Maybe that's why you have him back there, to give this Buffalo Bills team a little bit of a jump. Yeah, this Baltimore, they're talking about the Baltimore Ravens on takeaways. Baltimore had 3 takeaways in the fourth quarter last week against the New England Patriots. And today it starts off early. A tip ball at the line of scrimmage. That's why you get your hands up. That's why your defensive line coach always teaches you, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. And Humphrey gets the interception. Shotgun formation for Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills. Fake the handoff on first down. Passing it deep. Has a man. Incomplete. Broken up again. These corners are in the right spots. And you almost had another pick. That one intended for Gabe Davis. But number 33 of the Ravens right there. I'm not going to lie. Crowder saves an interception. I don't know who that pass was intended for, but Crowder jumping up and trying to catch it saves an interception. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation. They're going to run the ball this time. Singletary maybe gets 3 to the 46. 13 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bills trailing the Ravens 7-0 after a Josh Allen interception returned inside the 10-yard line. A face mask penalty. Made half this is from the goal at the 4, and Dobbins able to punch it in from there. 7-0 Baltimore. Buffalo on their second possession right now have it 3rd and 7. A good Isaiah McKenzie return close to midfield, but if they don't pick up this 3rd down here, you're going to have to punt, and it will mean a good return is for naught. As the Buffalo Bills will not be able to do anything with it. So shotgun formation once again. Singletary to the left of Josh Allen. Again, caught, pass, wow, why didn't you tackle him? Diggs on the catch, gets down to the 36-yard line. But it seemed like everything was in slow motion there. I don't know who else is watching. Great throw, says Mischief. Yeah. Let me spend a second on Cook for this. I don't know. I have no issues with Cook. I'd rather Cook in there than Moss at this point. I thought it was a 3rd on Cook. I could be wrong. Maybe, no, it was a 2nd. I formation. There's a whistle before the snap. There's a flag down. Five-yard penalty, first down for the Buffalo Bills. Penalties on Pierre-Paul. Didn't exactly hear what it was. Too many men on the field. Too many men on the field. Is Davis just decoyed today? There's 11:45 to go in the first quarter. I mean, Davis had 2 passes thrown his way already. Two wide receivers bottom of the screen. Allen's going to try to take off with it, and he gets the first down on 1st and 5, gets 8 yards on the play, gets it inside the 25-yard line. So now the Bills are moving the ball inside the 25. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. It's the slow motion knocks, maybe. Shotgun formation, Allen alone in the backfield. 5 wide receiver set. 3 to the bottom. Passes high, almost intercepted. Crowder unable to catch it. He went up to grab it too high and almost intercepted again. That's 2 passes on this drive that could have been intercepted after they got batted in the air. So Allen already has 1 interception in today's game. Allen 1 for 5 for 18 yards. Single back set. Allen calling all about line. 13 seconds on the play clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. Let's go. Shotgun formation now. 4 wide receivers. They come on a blitz. Singletary with the catch on the outside. Gets inside the 20. It's going to be 3rd and about 6. 3rd and 7 for the Buffalo Bills. 3rd and 7 for the Buffalo Bills. Again, the Bills start with the ball. Got the first possession. Allen throws an interception on 3rd and 8. Baltimore returns it inside the 10 with a penalty, get inside the 5. Dobbins punches it in from there. Bills on their second possession, moving it downfield, but they have a 3rd and 7 here from the 20. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, one to the top. Singletary with Allen. He's going out for a pass now. Pass is incomplete, intended for McKenzie, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 7, and the Bills will have to kick a field goal. Cannot trade touchdowns for field goals. Marius says that's a penalty. I have to watch the replay, see if he got there early. It was close. Definitely was close. He definitely got there early. He got there early, guys. It's bang, bang. But he got there early. That should have been a penalty. Tyler Bass going for a field goal now. Tyler Bass setting up. Going to be a 38-yarder. Snap is good. Down, up, good. Field goal is good. 10-14 to go here in the first quarter. The Bills get points on the board. Not what you want to see. Crowder has got to get it together. Well, again, the defender was early on that one. Let's see how this defense works with hopefully a full field in front of them. But the Bills do get on the board. You got there a little early. It wasn't egregiously early. It wasn't like the refs blew a terrible missed call. The refs missed a call. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the other side of that, right? If a Bills player is there just a fraction too early, will that be let go? And it has to be on the same side of the field because obviously there's 2 different officials. But yeah, I think it's gonna be on the Ravens sideline. On the Ravens sideline, the field judge. It'll be interesting to see what he calls later in that game if the Bills are just a tick too early. Tell us says believe, guys. We did get points on the board. It's not what we didn't want to end with only 3, but 3 is better than 0. Chargers still up on Texans 7-0. The Giants trailing the Bears 3-0. The Seahawks up 7-0 over the Lions. Jaguars up 7-0 over the Eagles. The Jets and Steelers still tied at 0. The Browns and Falcons still tied at 0. The Titans in the red zone against the Colts, and the Cowboys up 3-0 against the Commanders. And again, earlier today, the Saints lost to the Vikings on another double doink field goal. Shakir in. He's active. I haven't seen him in the game yet. Again, I don't expect much of an impact out of him. I really don't. I wish for me, I was really high on Shakir when we drafted him. I loved getting Shakir in the 5th round. I thought that was great value. And even if nothing happens, I'm not mad at the Bills for drafting him. I don't think anything can happen right now where I'd be mad at the Bills for drafting him. But at the same time, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened with Shakir. We got Poyer. We need all safety up. We do have Poyer in this game. 4 o'clock games. You got the Cardinals at Panthers, Broncos at Raiders, Patriots at Packers, and tonight you got the Chiefs and Buccaneers. I'm really looking forward to that Chiefs-Buccaneers game tonight. But for right now, I just want to watch our Buffalo Bills hopefully get the victory here, but it's not starting off the way you want to. Bills down 7-3. But yes, Jordan Poyer is back today. So we'll see what effect that has on today's game. Obviously, it didn't have much effect on the first drive as the Baltimore Ravens started that drive from the 4-yard line. (10-14) going in the first quarter. Buffalo getting ready to kick the ball off. One safety guys killed that game. Again, I think our defense backs allowed 1 big play last week. And against this will be returned from the inside the 10. Bounces outside, unable to get to the 20-yard line. Good coverage by the Buffalo Bills. As the Ravens start, I think, at the 19-yard line. We need Trey. Well, Trey's coming back hopefully next week. Again, he'll be off the IR, so he'll be eligible to play next week. Will he be active? I'm not sure. But the Baltimore Ravens start this drive at their own 19-yard line. So let's see how this Bills defense does. Hopefully we can get the ball back because, again, the Bills trail right now 7-3, 10:09 to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for Lamar Jackson. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. 2 to the top. 1 goes in motion. Fake the handoff. Lamar rolling out. He's going to take off. and he only gets about 4 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. So way contain a little bit, but would love to see more pressure. But you have to go with the bad, right? If you try to put more pressure on Lamar, what's going to happen is Lamar's going to take off, and there's going to be no linebackers there to cover for you. Detroit score a touchdown to, depending on extra point, tie that one up. I mean, you're going to see it's Lamar Jackson. You're going to see a lot of players blow sacks in this game. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. You probably see it on both sides. Pistol formation for the Ravens. The Bills showing blitz. Edmonds at the line. No, that's not Edmonds. I'm sorry. That's Hamlin. Run it on second down, Dobson, and he gets to the first down sticks and beyond. Dane Jackson on the tackle. Again, good to see Dane Jackson back as well. 9:10 to go here in the first quarter. Ravens up 7-3. Ravens have the ball and a first down. All these people talking about how easy it is to tackle Lamar Jackson safely behind their computer desk. Shotgun formation for Lamar. 2 wide receivers top of the screen, one to the bottom. Fakes the handoff, quick pass. He's wide open. Give him 15 yards. Wide open. Yeah, the slot guy, there's no one on him. There's no one on him. I just don't understand that. I hate when I'm on offense, then Jackson is back. When I'm on offense, I would always tell my quarterback, listen, if he's giving you 10 yards on the last scrimmage, take it. Give it right to the wide receiver. And that's what they did there. 2 wide receivers behind the screen, shotgun formation for Lamar. Run back goes in motion. Pass underneath is dropped. They're going to say incomplete. Incomplete. Number 7 for the Ravens was the intended target. He was open, but he probably would have been tackled. Hopefully, he would have been tackled at the line of scrimmage if he makes the catch. You have Johnson coming up on him that's a little behind him, but he still needs to catch it. That's Bateman. 2nd and 10, 7:58 to go in the first quarter. Pistol formation once again. Now Jackson goes under center. Offset I formation. Hand the ball off. Good job by this Buffalo Bills defense. Milano, Basham, a few players on the tackle. Miller was in on there too. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. 7:40 to go. 3rd and 9 for the Baltimore Ravens. Robert Woods has a touchdown for the Titans. Titans up 7-0 over the Colts. Looks like the Lions missed the extra point. Lamar's in shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers and a tight end to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Bills send 4. Jackson has to roll to the right. Looking to run. He's going to take off. He has a first down. Easy first down. And Johnson pushes him out of bounds after a gain of 8. So it's going to be 1st and 10 into Buffalo Bills territory. Tim Settle, I thought week 1, Tim Settle did a good job. No, week 2, right? Week 1, I forget if he was active week 1 or not. Now, he was inactive last week due to injury. So far in this game, he got some pressure up the middle there, but he was falling down as he got middle, and Jackson took off. There's no one in the middle of the field. Get the easy first down. Easy first down. 13 passing yards for Lamar Jackson, 14 rushing yards. Pistol formation once again. Handoff gets about 2 yards to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 8. 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Bills trailing the Ravens 7-3. Ravens have the ball inside Buffalo Bills territory. Good initial pressure. Absolutely, it was great initial pressure. But initial pressure isn't going to get done against Jackson. It's just not. But if you can get there with your front 4 consistently, you have to be happy with that. But you have to have people on the second level who can make that tackle. And that play, on that 3rd down play, there was no one at the second level. 2nd and 8 for the Baltimore Ravens. Shotgun formation. Jackson gets the ball, throws it to the sideline. It's caught. Jackson unable to make the tackle. Luckily, Milano is right there to trip him up. It's going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. A big 3rd down here. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, defense. Come on, defense. Hold your own right now. Jacksonville up 13-0 on the Eagles. Interception return for a touchdown by Jacksonville. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receiver set. Jackson under pressure, gets the ball. Good throw. And it's caught by Bateman. And it's going to be a 1st down. Him and Poyer get into a little bit. Good throw, good catch. That pass is where it needed to be. The defender's right there. Hamlin's right there. Tremaine Edmonds almost got his hands on it, but it's 1st down nonetheless at the 27. 54-yard drive, pistol formation for the Ravens. 4.5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Run the ball. It's going to be Jackson has the ball. Edmonds runs him down after a gain of 8, pushes him out of bounds. The Ravens are moving the ball down the field easily against this Buffalo Bills defense. 2 3rd down conversions. Been a long drive. Edmonds does a good job. Edmonds is just not as fast as Lamar Jackson. Edmonds does a good job chasing him down. It's going to be 2nd and 1, but Lamar Jackson's just pretty quick, guys. 2nd and 1. Hand the ball off. And he gets the 1st. Milano trips him up, but Dobbins is able to fall forward for the 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens from the Bills' 16-yard line. It's going to be a long day. Yes, it is. It looks like it is. We'll see what adjustments the Bills make after this drive. Shotgun formation. Jackson looking, has all day. Pass over the middle is caught by Andrews. Jackson on a tackle. As all day to throw. Everything's going the Ravens' way right now. When the Bills get initial pressure on Lamar Jackson, he's able to get away and get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. When the Bills give him all day to throw, the secondary is doing good, but you can't hold up that long. Seattle's up 14-6 over Detroit now. A touchdown. Geno Smith with an 8-yard touchdown run. So this Ravens offense is doing it what they want. Hold him to a field goal. I hope so. 2nd and 4 from the 10. Offset eye. Fakes a quick pass. Run up the middle. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Ravens. 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. 2:20 to go here in the 1st quarter. I mean, the Ravens have controlled clock. They've controlled tempo. And they're about to possibly be up 14-3. Atlanta up 9-0 over Cleveland. Dallas is no Jordan Poyer. He is not. 3rd and 1. Single set back. Now Andrews goes in motion. He's now the fullback in an offset I formation. They give it to him. And he gets the carry. It's going to be 1st and goal. Sorry, it was 42, not Andrews, who goes and it's fullback, gets a fullback dive up the middle. It's going to be 1st and goal. Wow. Again, Baltimore's doing what they want. Very few, if any, negative plays on this drive. Richard was the guy in the carry. Giants up 7-6 over Chicago. Pistol formation again for the Ravens. 1:13 to go here in the 1st quarter. Hands the ball off to Dobbins. Dobbins gets in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And the Ravens are now up 13-3 Extra point pending. Wow. Wow. That's terrible. That's terrible. The Bills have not done a good job so far today at all. Now, the first drive is all on the interception, obviously. But mischief comes in and says Bills in huge trouble. $15-play drive. And, talk about, this goes back to even last week. Like, the Bills had 2 drives of 17 yards or more, or 17 plays or more, and only got field goal, I think, out of both of them total. Oh, my gosh. All right, the Bills have to respond here. The Bills have to get points now already, and it's just the first quarter. Reminds me of the Colts game last year so far, right? So far. I mean, if the Bills get blown out in this game, like that says, I mean, the Bills are going to drop dramatically in the Super Bowl favorite conversation, right? I mean, there's very little Trey White could do or Micah Hyde could do to prevent what's going on right now. No, it's not the Ravens wide receivers that are beating us. I mean, obviously that changes everything, but Hyde's out for the season, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I mean that was the first real drive for the Ravens, but they did whatever they wanted. 2 drives by the Ravens, not a single negative play that I know of that looked too easy. It did. Daquan Jones in there. I didn't see him in there. I did not see him in there. But again, guys, thank you guys for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Listen, just because the Bills are trailing, don't blame the guy who's doing the content, right? Don't blame me. I didn't do it. But the Bills are down 14-3. The Bills about to get their ball again for what will be their third possession. First possession of the game ends in an interception by Josh Allen. Well, Josh Allen threw the interception, tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then it was returned inside the 10. Face mask moves it inside the 5. Bills go down 7-0 early. The Bills come back on their second drive, move downfield, get the field goal, but you would love to see 7 more points on the board for the Bills there. Unfortunately, not able to get that. The Ravens move downfield here on what was a 15-play drive. Absolutely insane, a 15-play drive. And the Ravens are now up 14-3. Chargers still up 7-0 over the Chargers. The Giants are up 7-6 over the Bears. The Seahawks up 14-6 over the Lions. Jaguars up 14-0 over the Eagles. The Jets have taken a 3-0 lead over the Steelers. The Falcons up 10-0 over the Cleveland Browns. The Titans up 14-0 over the Colts. And the Cowboys still up only 3-0 over the Washington football team. Nope, Washington Commanders, whatever it is now. I'm not hoping either. What do you want me to do? I'll go in. Put me in, coach. Put me in. Yeah, Oliver and Jordan Phillips could help. You're right about that. All right. McKenzie's back once again. This one looks like it will be returnable. Gets at the 18. Takes it pretty much straight out of bounds to the 22. That seemed like odd. That seemed a little odd to me. A little odd to me, but all right. All right, we'll see what happens. Bills get the ball starting at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Allen 2 for 7 so far on the day for 21 yards. Needs to do better, obviously. I'm doing better than Knox. Great. 3 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Diggs goes in motion. He's now the guy at the bottom of the 3 wide receivers, and it's dropped. Singletary out of the backfield drops the ball. 2nd and 10. Might be his first drop of the season, but still. 2nd and 10. Josh Allen now 2 for 8. Wow. Very frustrating start if you're a Bills fan. Very frustrating start, especially in these type of weather conditions. It's not indicative for comebacks. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers top of the screen. Knox goes in motion, goes back to the bottom of the screen. Diggs and Knox at the bottom. And I'm passing it to Knox. And that might be enough for a first down. Knox did something. Don't blame the rain. Don't blame the rain. So it's going to be 1st and 10. At the 32-yard line. Bills hand the ball off. Singletary fumbles the ball! The Ravens have it. 6 Ravens fell on top of it. The Ravens have it. There are 4 or 5 Ravens on the pile. Second turnover by the Bills. Wow. Hold on to the ball. I said no sloppy plays. That's not happening right now. The Bills are making all the sloppy plays. The Ravens are capitalizing. That's what's happening right now. The Bills are making all the sloppy plays, and the Ravens are capitalizing. You know, last week you could say we were the better team over Miami and we still just lost. That's not the case here. We're not playing well. The Ravens are playing well. And this is what happens. Shotgun formation. This could be 21-3 before the end of the first quarter. They can score on this play. I would try it from the 36. Blitz coming. That's a hold. Call the hold. Wide open middle of the field. Dobbins taken down at the 15. Call the hold. Wow. Wow. End of the first quarter, 14-3. I should not be able to see a hold and be able to call it out before there's a pass attempt and it not be thrown on the field. The safeties are with the wide receivers. They have nothing to do with Dobbins running free in the middle of the field. That's a linebacker position. That's a linebacker job. We didn't blitz all of our linebackers, so where were they? End of the first quarter, Bills down 14-3, and it's about to be 20. There's no reason to think the Ravens aren't going to punch us in here from the red zone. There's no reason to think that. Chargers up 7-0. Bears trailing the Giants 7-6. Seahawks up 14-6 over the Lions. Jacksonville still up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter against the Eagles. The Jets up 3-0 against the Steelers in the red zone. The Falcons up 10-0 over the Browns, and the Titans up 14-0 over the Colts. The Dallas Cowboys did get a field goal to make it 6-0 over the Commanders. Moore dropped pass and then fumbled, sit him down for a while, and then what? Bring in Moss. Yay! I mean, I agree with you. He needs to be sat if he's gonna not hold on to the ball. If he's not gonna be aware of the conditions around him and adjust, he needs to. But now you're talking about Moss and Cooks. Like, who do you trust there? Who do you trust there? We need to learn to play in the rain. We need to learn to play in the rain. We need to learn how to win one-score games. We need to learn how to be a good team. That's what we need to learn how to do. Because obviously we don't. Oh, Von Miller coming. He's going to make us championship caliber. We're about to go 2-2. And I'll say that at the end of the first quarter. Because it's going to take a comeback already for the Bills to win this game. It's going to take a dramatic comeback for the Bills to win this game. I'm not saying we can't do it. But this is insane. We need to learn how to play. In Buffalo, we need to learn how to play in bad conditions. That's why this one's in Baltimore. But I'm pretty sure as the season moves on, the Bills are going to have bad conditions to play in. It's ridiculous. It's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. At all. And the Ravens are good. The Ravens are good. I'm not saying they're not. And they are capitalizing on every opportunity we're giving them, and that's great. They're the better team so far after one quarter. I'm not saying they're not. But we're giving them this game. Good teams don't need help. They don't need help. This is insane. All right, 1st and 10 from the 16. Lamar Jackson shotgun. Blitz coming. Almost gets there. High throw, out of bounds. Good it was a high throw because Dane Jackson got beat on that one. 2nd and 10. Blitz did get there. Yeah, Dane Jackson got beat. Good thing the pressure got there, or else Andrews would have had a touchdown. Way to fall for out and up on by Mark Andrews, Dane Jackson. Way to fall for an out and up by Mark Andrews. Guy runs a 5.540. Pistol formation for the Ravens, 2nd and 10. They run the ball here, bounce it outside, cuts it in, gets to about the 12, me 3rd and about 6. We need to stop him here. We need to stop him here. We need to stop him to a field goal. Keep this a 2-score game. Zach Wilson with a touchdown reception. Jets up 10-0 over the Steelers. Shotgun formation. Trips to the top of the screen. Over the middle, caught down at the 1. There's a flag down, but it's in the secondary, so it's probably going to be against the Bills. This is insane. Oh, offensive pass interference. Wow. Offensive pass interference on Mark Andrews. Whoo. I got to see this. I got to see it. I got to see it to believe it. Was this we can't let the Bills get destroyed penalty? Okay. Okay. That was to me that was a Bills can't get destroyed here penalty. That I'm sorry. That's what it was. Okay. If they call that against Buffalo, the same people who are happy about that call here are flipping out. Jackson on pressure. Jackson gets sacked from behind. Von Miller on the sack, a 2-yard loss. So we are going to stop him to a field goal. Are going to stop him to a field goal attempt. Von Miller gets his 3rd sack of the season. $42-yard field goal attempt for Justin Tucker. Kicks up. Doesn't matter if it's in the rain. It's Justin Tucker. The kick is good. 17-3. Good job by the defense. After a turnover, 2nd turnover by the Bills. Singletary with the fumble. Stop the Ravens to a field goal. Make it 17-3. Still a 2-possession game. Wow. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. All right. So Chargers up 14-0 over the Texans. Giants up 7-6 over the Bears. Seahawks up 14-6 over the Lions. Jaguars still up 14-0 over the Eagles. The Jets up 10-0 over the Steelers. The Browns have the ball in the red zone, trailing the Falcons 10-0. And the Colts have the ball in the red zone, trailing the Titans 14-0. So those are the scores from around the NFL. Again, the Bills trailing here 17-3. Way to keep it a 2-possession game at least. Yeah, 2 turnovers, right? That's 2 turnovers. Had a bad day with turnovers week 1 against the Rams, and we were hoping that it was just the first game jitters. And obviously, the final score against the Rams made it easier to forget about those turnovers. And here we are, week 4, and they're biting us in the butt again. Can we put our rookie halfback in there and just see if the kid balls? I mean, we tried that. Remember, he fumbled week 1 too. I'm not gonna sit here and say just yay for James Cook. You know, if they put James Cook in there and he sucks, you're all gonna be on them again. So, what are you gonna do? And if Singletary keeps fumbling, just like with Moss week 1, or just with Cook's week 1, it will change quick. It will change quick. 12:54 to go in the first half. Bills will get the ball back. Down 17-3. If someone had told me after 4 weeks we'd be 2 actually, I think, yeah, I don't know, but I mean, we still have a tough. Not saying we're gonna lose again. We can come back and win this game, but after this game, it doesn't get much easier. Yeah, the Steelers next week. That should be a win, especially if the Jets can beat them. But after that, you got the Chiefs and the Packers after a bye, so it doesn't get much easier after that. Then it gets easier a little bit. Ball falls down in the field. Can Bills regroup? Absolutely. The Bills can regroup. This could still be a game. It's still, we score here, make it 17-10. This defense can put a stop together, maybe. You do have to take the little victories, right? And it might have been a penalty that caused it, a questionable penalty, pass interference, but take the little victories. The defense was able to get a snack. Ball goes into the end zone, a sack by Von Miller. So Bills start the ball at 25. So you take the little victories and you say, okay, we can stop the field goal. We can stop this team. We can stop this offense. So, come out next drive. Who knows what happens? Who knows? But the Bills can get together, but spotting a good team 14 points isn't a good start. First attempt of the Bills at the 25. Two wide receivers on screen. One to top. Diggs goes in motion. They hand the ball off. Looks like it's Moss in there now. Gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Great. So who knows how long before Singletary comes back in after the fumble. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receivers set. Passes caught. Go upfield! You cost us a first down because you didn't go upfield. Now we have a 3rd and 1. McKenzie with a 4-yard catch. Go up. You catch the ball, go right upfield. It's now 3rd and 1 instead of 1st and 10. Allen under center. Single back set. It's Moss who can't pick up. Dang you, McKenzie! Dang you! Go upfield! You've got to be kidding me. We can get mad about Zach Moss not being able to get 1 yard, and that's something we should be mad about too. But McKenzie, just go upfield. Now the Bills have to punt because he lost yards on the play. You've got to be kidding me. McKenzie needs to go upfield. I'm sorry. The punt's fine. Punt goes out of bounds inside the 30. McKenzie needs to catch the ball and go upfield. Why? Wow. Diggs only has 1 catch so far. Only 1 target. Give him the ball. He gets that first down. And stop talking about Beasley. Who cares? He's not here. Who cares? He's not here. We could really use Andre Reed. Does that help me right now? Does that help? Could really use James Lofton. Well, it's always good stuff. You're right. You're right. It was I don't like the play call. Single set back forth. Like, I'd rather you run Allen up the middle in that situation. I can't get my hat, guys, because I'm not going to leave you guys. So the hair's the hair. Now my hat's across the room. Now I'm going to throw. Now am I going to throw? Not going to throw a remote. Put my drink here. I'm not going to throw that. Shakir's active, but like I said this in the pregame, I don't say at week 2 we're blowing out the Titans. He's in the game. He gets 2 targets, doesn't get a single catch. There's no reason for me to expect a lot of Shakir. At this point, there's no reason for me to expect McKenzie to be smart. Davis has a few pass attempts his way. Wow. So we're going to start the ball at the 29. You know, my first stream, first or second, I think it was my first. My first stream that I ever did on the Believers Talk, where I live streamed a game, was against the Ravens when Nathan Peterman was our quarterback. Remember that failed experiment? And we got blown out bad. It was bad. It was bad. And to this day, it was probably the hardest live stream I've had to do with you guys. Probably the hardest one. Because, I mean, it was like a 40-point loss. Like, it was bad. He's doing RPO. I mean, yeah, you just can't rely on Moss. You can't rely on Moss. Singletary's fumbling the ball. You guys want to see Cook. I'm with you. Crowder's been playing like trash a lot this season. So. The Ravens are controlling line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Shotgun formation inside their own 30. Run back goes in motion to Jackson's right. A bad snap. Jackson's able to get it. Von Miller's there again. Quick pitch to Andrews is caught. They're able to do anything they want. Anything they want. There could be a snap, bobbled, fumbled, kicked, and then Lamar Jackson will be able to pick it up and just find Mark Andrews, or it's number 42 again, I'm sorry, for like 5 yards. Quick shovel. Von Miller almost gets there again. And it's 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Offside formation. Fake the throw. Run the ball. Dobbins up the middle to midfield. $16-yard carry for Dobbins. This is very bad. This is, I don't care what you blame. It's bad. It's not getting any better. It's not going to get any better. And the Bills, like, I look at the Bills. This team already looks like a team that's dejected. Pistol formation from their own 49. Hand the ball off again. Gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8. It's going to be a long day, guys. It's going to be a long day. Eagles get in the end zone. It's 14-7. Yeah, I mean, look, our Lions are getting absolutely dismantled right now, both offensive and defensive. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 9. Baltimore gets back there. There's a hold! Thank you! My goodness! Oh, my goodness. They got one, guys. They got it. They got it. So it's going to be 2nd and 19. Wow. I mean, this has a chance to get embarrassing real quick. 2nd and 19, 9 minutes to go. We need to try to force a punt here. I mean, this series needs to end now. Shotgun formation. Sacked again. Oh no, I thought it was sacked. What happened? Oh my gosh! You have to give Lamar Jackson credit for getting out of the sack. It's going to be a first down on a 20-yard play, and I still mean what I said about needing to get off the field. That's insane. How does he get out of that? How does he get out of that? 21-yard gain. That's insane. That's insane. Like, Lamar Jackson did all that. Milano needs to do a better job trying to knock the ball down, stop trying to catch it. Like, Von Miller has him. He steps out of that. That's insane. Pistol formation. One-yard gain. Wow. Even when I think we have a good play, we don't. Well, he needs to knock it down. He can't. He's not someone who should be trying to intercept. Like, if he has an easy interception like he had week 2, great. If it's in traffic, he just needs to knock it down. No, we can't. Baltimore's not making the same mistakes we are. So, no, we can't get interception or fumble. Pistol formation again. Fake the handoff. Screen pass to the fullback, who can't be tackled. Settle gets carried for 4 yards by the fullback. And now it's 3rd and 2. Stop clapping. Stop clapping, McDermott. There's nothing to clap about. There's nothing to clap about. Honestly, there's nothing to clap about. Normally, I love his, like, it was Bryant. I'm sorry, it's Bryant who was carried for 5 yards by Richard, the fullback. 3rd and 2. We're not stopping him. Unless there's a penalty, we're not stopping him. Offset I formation. Doesn't matter what they do. We're not stopping it. The run back's wide open. There you go. And he gets the first down. Hill gets the first down. He got his arm across there. He got enough for a first down. 1st and 10, 6:30 to go in the first half. Von's heart and soul. Yeah, and he just got made to look foolish by Lamar Jackson. So, yay. Glad we have Von Miller. You got the first down. 1st and 10, 6.5 to go. Gonna be a long stream. Gonna be a long week. 12 first downs for the Ravens, 3 for the Bills. Lamar Jackson shotgun, hands the ball off. A loss on the play. Actually, no, he fell forward to the line of scrimmage. Is that what you're saying? Fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 2nd and 10. Hill. Settle on the tackle. Why does that look sleepy? Because he's been on the bench the whole first half. He's been on the bench the whole first half. Shotgun formation. Jackson. I think he got sacked this time. Jones and Russo on the sack. It's going to be 3rd and long. So we'll get it. Yeah, it looks like Daquan Jones should get credit for the sack. 3rd and 18. They're going to pick this up. Another tough week. This one to me will be tougher than this past week. All right, we stopped them. They pick up enough to get in field goal range, or closer field goal range, I should say. It doesn't matter. He would have made it. This makes it a 3-possession game if Tucker makes this one, though. I'm glad the defense stopped him to a field goal again. It makes it a 3-possession game. And we've only scored 3 points so far, so there's no reason to think this offense can get together, and there's no reason to think that this defense can stop the Baltimore Ravens without scoring at all. 46-yard field goal attempt, 4 minutes to go. Whistles. Delay a game. Delay a game. I'll take it. I'll take it. The moment I thought you were going to give him a first down. So that makes it a longer field goal. In this condition, you just never know. You don't want to keep kicking them. Don't want to keep having to kick them. Now it's a 51-yarder. This one's up, and this one's still good because it's Justin Tucker. Wait, what are you thinking about? This one's still good because it's Justin Tucker, and he's excited about it. So now it's 20-3. We need a touchdown before halftime. If we have any thoughts of coming back in this game, we need a touchdown before halftime. Thanks to you all watching. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Hashtag Sports. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Like this video. Share this video. Let people know we're here giving you the live game between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens leading this one 20-3 after a 51-yard field goal by Justin Tucker. Bills have 2 turnovers in this first half. A Josh Allen turnover on the first drive of the game. And then the fumble by Devin Singletary. So 2 turnovers. And, the offensive line, for the most part, until that drive, really, that drive, the Bills' defense was able to get some pressure on Lamar Jackson. I think our defensive line did a lot better on that series overall than they have the whole game. So, maybe that's a sign of improvement. But without, they're still making field goals. They're still getting field goals. And so being down 20-3, in order to come back in this one, you're going to have to start stopping them, forcing them to punt every once in a while. So, question, does this team's problem start from the top? All right. Before this GM and coaching staff came here, the Bills were on a 17-year playoff drought. 17-year playoff drought. And here we are 5 years later, and at the beginning of the season, we're Super Bowl favorites. We lose 4, 5 defensive backs so far this season. I mean, if you include Tre'Davious White, we're down 20-3. We might drop to 2-2. We're still going to be the front runners to win this division and make the playoffs. So I just don't understand what you mean by problems. To be honest with you, I don't understand that. The drought was pretty tough, and I'm happy we're not there. And we're now part of a team. We have a quarterback who, by the way, half of us in here, including me, didn't want Josh Allen. And the GM and the coaching staff saw something in him, and now we don't know what we would do without Josh Allen. Luck? You're just calling it luck? Call it luck? Okay. I mean, call it luck if you want to. Tremaine Edmonds is having a bang-up year so far. We talked about that pregame. He was a first-round draft pick. Losing Dane Jackson last week hurt. Why did that hurt? Where did we draft him at? Oh, the 7th round. Gabe Davis, you're going to say he was a bust? 3rd-round draft pick? I like 4th-round draft pick. I like him. Hey, India. Glad that you are here. Today's text me is not first thing. I have no idea. Edmonds stinks. Stinks. I think he's led this team in tackles for 2 years, 2 of the 4 or 5 years he's been here. Don't want to be stinks. Shotgun formation, 5. I would rather Josh Allen over Jackson. Caught by Crowder for about 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2, 3:30 to go in the first half. Playing time, 3 timeouts. Washington's up on Dallas 7-6. Dotson with a touchdown. Shotgun formation once again. Quick screen dropped by your boy James Cook. James Cook's in there. Great receiving back, too. Great receiving back. Dropped it. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Let's see if Cook can play. Third and 3. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of the screen. Now Crowder goes in motion to the top. And looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Pass complete by Crowder. No, incomplete. Incomplete. Knocked out of Crowder's hands. It's going to be 4th and 3, and the Bills are going to have to punt. Bynes on the hit. Wow. Catch the ball. Okay, can't trust Crowder. Can't trust McKenzie. Gotta look for Diggs. Gotta force it to Diggs or Davis. Punt team out there. Another punt. Fair catch at the 25. 2:51 to go. Ravens still have time to score, and they will get the ball. Start the second half. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. J.K. Dobbins, 9 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown reception and touchdown run in the first half. Those are touchdowns so far. Bills trailing 20-3. Yeah, this is a tough one. I think again, this loss, still a whole half plus to go. But if we lose this game, this will be a tougher one to swallow than the Miami one. The Miami one, you blame the conditions, you can blame whatever you want, blame all the injuries we had. But yeah, someone else, I might have been you, Frank, who said it reminded me of the Colts game last year too. So, I wanted to end the first quarter of the season with a 3-1 record. Being 2-2, you're still only a game back of the Dolphins. But this is, if we lose this game, it's not going to help at all when it comes to the end of the season. When it comes to, I feel like this game, you could start looking at the number 1 seed as a long shot, right? Especially with a tiebreaker loss to the Ravens. I don't have an excuse for any drops. I don't recall making an excuse for any drops. There's no excuse. I'll mock people who just said, "Oh, we should play James Cook," and then his first play he drops it, just like the first play of the season. His first carry, he fumbled the ball. So keep trying. Keep trying. Lamar paying for his paycheck. Lamar hasn't been paid yet either. This is crazy. I'm still not worried about anyone in our division. The Jets, New England, or the Dolphins. Think we're a wild card team if we lose this game? I think after week 7, our schedule gets a little lighter. You have the Bears still. You have the Lions. Past the line of scrimmage, it's Andrews with the catch. He gets out of bounds after getting 6. 2:45 to go in the first half, down 20-3. KC and Green Bay. I know. There's a flag down. Jets can win. Jets can beat the Steelers. Good for them. Nelger man downfield, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. There's a long way to go before playoffs. Why don't we start concentrating on this? Why don't we concentrate on finishing this game strong? Whatever happens, happens. Why don't we concentrate on finishing this game without any mistakes? Finish positively. Maybe stop Baltimore to a punt. I don't know. Crazy thought. All right. Penalty on Baltimore Ravens puts them back. Shotgun formation for Lamar. Lamar looking to throw. Over the middle. Pass is dropped. Incomplete. A little behind Bateman, but he is unable to make the catch. 2:28 to go. 2nd and 15 now for the Ravens. Well, just keep listening to me. I'll let you know if it gets exciting. Keep listening to me. Chargers up 24-7 at half. Second and 15, 2:28 to go in the first half. Baltimore has all 3 timeouts. Shotgun formation for Lamar. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. Bills send 4. They set up a screen. Cuts upfield, gets to about the 30, so it's going to be 3rd and 5 with 2:20 to go. If I were the Ravens, I let this wind down to a 2-minute warning. In fact, I don't call it timeout if I'm the Bills, but if I'm the Ravens, let's go down to a 2-minute warning. I don't snap the ball again. They're lining up, shotgun formation. It's a 2-minute warning. Yeah, 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5, 2-minute warning. Yep, 2-minute warning. I appreciate it, DF. Texas, let's see how they come out in the second half. It's easy to have heart when you're up by 20. Let's see what happens if they come out in the second half down by 20. Let's see if they're showing heart or if they feel defeated. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's felt like they felt defeated most of this game already. I mean, it just felt like they, the interception on the first drive. I mean, 3 plays in. I just don't know. I don't know if that really dashed their spirits or whatever have you. Let's see what adjustments they make. I think we saw, Miami came back from a bigger deficit against the same Baltimore Ravens team. Yeah, it's been a terrible half, but let's not forget about that. The Miami Dolphins came back from a bigger deficit against this team just 2 weeks ago. So this game's not over. Just need to get our minds right and come back in the second half stronger. Force this team to a couple 3-and-outs. See what happens. And the good news is there's still 13 weeks left after this one. Listen, guys, Miami didn't look that great for 3 quarters either. Miami didn't look that great for 3 quarters either. So let's say we only look bad for 2 quarters and come back in the second half. Then we have a whole half to come back, a 17-point deficit instead of a 21-point deficit. You guys give up if you want to. You guys give up if you want to. I'm not giving up yet. Charlie says we're seriously overrated. I mean, the way the Bills started this season, we only could have been overrated. Like, that was the only option. I mean, you go to NFL Network, every single analyst picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl. Every single one of them. Michael Irvin, Marshall Faulk, like every single one of them. We don't have Hill or Waddle, though. I know. We only have shotgun formation. Pass over middle is incomplete. No flag yet. No flag, no flag, no flag. Poyer on the coverage. So it's going to be 4th and 5. Minute 57 to go, 4th and 5. It's going to be 4th and 5, right? Yeah, okay. Poyer's definitely there early. Poyer's there earlier. Poyer's there earlier than the Ravens were on their missed penalties. So that breaks even. Punt coming. Punt is in the air. Bills are not going to touch it as it's down at the 24. Taewon Jones needs to have a talking to. Taewon Jones needs to get talked to. Like, because he's still running towards the ball as it's coming to a stop. He's still running towards the ball when it's coming to a stop. Diggs and Davis could step up if they were only as good as Waddle and Hill, apparently, according to you guys, right? Waddle and Hill combined are better than Diggs and Davis for sure. Shotgun formation for Allen, 1:47 to go. Ravens send 4. Allen has all day throwing it downfield, caught by Davis, out of bounds. So that's going to be a first down to the 37-yard line. 1:41 to go. Bills still have all 3 timeouts. That was a flag. Holding defense. Good. Penalties declined. I want to point out it's counted by CJB 33. Thank you for that. I agree with you completely. Shotgun formation again by Allen. Again, even if we score a field goal on this drive, it turns it from a 3-possession game to a 2-possession game at halftime. Ravens fake the blitz, only send 4. Allen looking to throw, throws to the sideline, caught by McKenzie. We all know he's not going to try to go upfield, so he gets right out of bounds after a gain of 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Buffalo Bills. One drive can change this whole game right now, guys. 17 points. It's not been a good first half, but if a good drive here wakes up this team, be very interesting to see what happens from there on. 2nd and 5 for the Buffalo Bills at their own 42-yard line. 1:37 to go. 5 wide receivers set. Allen in shotgun. Allen looking to throw over the middle. Has a guy open. There's another flag in the secondary. That's Diggs on the catch. But there is a flag, so let's see what the flag is first. 1:30 to go. This would stop the clock, too, letting us keep all 3 of our timeouts. Looks like it's going to be on the Ravens. Bills in Ravens territory, holding on the defense. Another declined penalty. Here we go. Dallas up 12-7 over the Washington Commanders. Is that right? I forget. I'm done. Shotgun formation, another 5 wide receiver set. McKenzie, Knox, and Singletary at the bottom of the screen. Don't throw it to Singletary, please. Means Davis and Diggs will be at the top. Allen going to take off. Gets to 32 before he's taken down. Not the type of hit I want to see Allen take, but he gets up. 120. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Let's relax. Giants up 14-6 over the Bears. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receivers set again. Open middle pass tipped and almost picked off. Hit number 6 in the number. Hit number 6 right in the chest. Wow. Ball hit Raymond hit a lineman in the head. Bounces up. Wow. Bills get a break there from the 31-yard line. 3rd and 1. 1 minute and 1 second to go before the end of the half. Shotgun formation. They do hand the ball off. Get the first down. Singletary, hold on to that ball. Inside the 30. Call timeout. Call timeout. What are you holding on to timeouts for? What are you holding on to timeouts for? 47, 46, 45. We're going to struggle now. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receiver set. So dumb. Blitz coming. Allen able to get the guy in the air with a pump fake. Rolls to his left. Throw it out of bounds. Wasting time. That was 29 seconds to go. So dumb. So dumb. Call timeout. Get a play. I'm trying, Mischief. I'm trying. Shotgun formation. Throws over the middle. Caught by Singletary inside the 20. Now call timeout. Thank you. 21 seconds ago. It's 1st and 10 from 14. What? Wasting 17 seconds. At halftime. Hey, Mischief and DF, do you want to be mods? Do you want to be mods? At halftime, I can make you mods. I'll appreciate it. Less work for me. Sounds good. 1st and 10 inside the 20. 21 seconds left. And throws over the middle. Incomplete. Diggs unable to bring it in. 2nd and 10. That would have been a touchdown. So even Diggs is dropping them. All right, halftime. I'll do it. In fact, I might not even have to wait till halftime. Wait a second. I might not even have to wait till halftime. Would love to see Diggs catch that. Love to see Diggs catch that. 90 of you watching, hit that thumbs up button. 18 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from 14. Allen, shotgun formation. Out route to Knox. Knox gets the 1st down and gets out of bounds. He got the 1st down. You give him that 1st down. I have to be careful what I say on here sometimes. Like, I'm ready to just flip, right? And I have to be like, wait, I have an audience. I can't. And some of the audience are, people I like. All right, Mischief Mike, you might be a mod now. DF. I think I got you too. 13 seconds, 1st and goal. They did give him the 1st down from the 4. Shotgun formation once again. You have 2 timeouts. You can still run the ball. Trips to the bottom of the screen. To McKenzie in the end zone. Touchdown. Let's go. Stop your talking about this game being over. It's not. It's going to be 20-10 at half. Let's go. Thank you, guys. 9 seconds in the 1st half. The Bills are not laying down. They're not sleeping anymore. Maybe they were, but they're not sleeping anymore. Let's wake up. Again, the Dolphins team came back on the same team, down 28-7. Let's go. Passing for the extra point. Kicks up and kicks good. 9 seconds. 20-10. Yeah, he went upfield there. Yeah, he got upfield. See what happens when you go upfield, McKenzie? Go upfield. That job is personal, Josh. Good. Listen, and I'm going to say this about my job. My job, where I make a little bit less than they do. Like, when my job is not going right because of other people, it makes me a little frustrated. Now, you're not going to yell at anybody. I'm not. I'm a peon in my job, so I can't. But it's like you're gonna always try to get the best out of them, right? And always try to encourage and make sure but yeah, after a while, if they keep making mistakes, it gets frustrating, it gets a little personal, you get a little mad. See if that's what Josh Allen did there, and let's see if it brings this team back to life a little bit. 9 seconds to go, touch back. Let's see if they just kneel this one out here, or if they remember what happened last year to the Bills in the AFC division round and say, we might be able to get points. Difference is they start catching the ball. Catch the ball. See what happens when you catch the ball? All right. Hey, it's a great way to end the half. Great way to end the half. They're just going to take a kneel. All right, stick with us at halftime, guys. Again, we're going to go over some stats from that first half. A great last drive from Josh Allen and this Buffalo Bills team. 20-10 at halftime. Obviously want to see a better score. We were hoping for something more, but there's still plenty of time to go. There's still half football to go. 20-10 is your halftime score, and that's with a fumble and an interception by the Buffalo Bills. So that has to be your halftime message if you're Coach McDermott, right? Your halftime message has to be, this could be so much worse, guys. This could be so much worse. So let's see what the Buffalo Bills do here in the second half. I'm going to take this off, guys, for a second. Sorry for the confusion. There we go. All right, we are at the half here. We are fortunate to only be down 10. Yeah, absolutely we are. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I'm going to take it every time. Take it every time. So it looks like I may have been frozen. Let me know if you guys are frozen on my end. You guys see me or not? I hope you guys can see me. I hope I'm still not frozen at you guys' end. But if I am, let me know. Looks like I might be. Frozen. Hey, good time to freeze, though, at halftime. Halftime's an all right time to freeze. All right. I'll try to get back up. Try to get it back up here. Ugh, bother. Bother. All right, am I back, guys? Am I better? Am I better? All right, I think I'm better now, guys. I think I'm better. I'm getting some texts, so I think I'm all right. All right, guys, again, not the first half that we wanted at all, but it ends on a good note for the Buffalo Bills. We'll take a look at some stats from the game so far of the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Again, the Ravens up on the Bills 20-10, and the Ravens get the ball start the second half. So obviously that first possession of the second half is going to mean so much to both teams, because right now the Buffalo Bills have that momentum, right? The Buffalo Bills are starting to get that momentum back, and they're beginning to feel like they can get things done even in the wet, cold conditions today, catching the ball a little bit, as they say. So let's get to some halftime stats real quick. We'll talk about some other games from around the league. And then hopefully we'll be back for the second half, because I really don't have much to say about that first half. It was kind of ugly. Like for the majority of that second half, it was kind of ugly, right? If you're a Bills fan. If you're the Ravens, if you're a Ravens fan watching, first of all, thank you for watching. And secondly, you did everything right until that touchdown drive. You did everything right. Did the Bills make mistakes? Absolutely. A good team has to capitalize on those mistakes. And that's what you guys said. Listen, the Bills made a lot of mistakes last week, and the Dolphins didn't capitalize, right? The Dolphins could have put that game away against the Bills easily. But what a good team does is a good team sees mistakes like a Josh Allen interception deep into Baltimore that gets returned deep into Bills territory, and a fumble by Devin Singletary, and they capitalized. I think got 10 points off turnovers, right? Maybe it was 14. I don't remember, but you definitely got points off of both drives. So good for Baltimore Ravens. And this isn't like the game last week where I'm saying, oh man, we sure won that game. We it was unfortunate we lost. Like we got outplayed for a majority of that first half, except for that last drive, and we deserved to be losing this game 20-10. That being said, again, with that last drive, a lot of the momentum is now in the Bills' corner. So this first drive of the second half is big for both teams, right? If Baltimore gets forced to punt, it'll be the first punt, I think, of the game for them, right? Or second, because they punted on that last drive. So second punt of the game for them, and the Bills will have then stopped Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense on consecutive drives. It will definitely lead to momentum. Momentum even more in the Buffalo Bills corner. So right now, Lamar Jackson, 12 of 16 for 108 yards passing and a TD. Now his TD was a little dish pass to J.K. Dobbins, but those still count in the stat sheet, right? Those still count end of the year. Those are still going to count towards Lamar Jackson's stats. So those count. So he's 12 for 16, 108 yards and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 9 rushes, 41 yards, and a touchdown, rushing the ball as well. So J.K. Dobbins has 2 touchdowns in this game, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. He is the leading rusher for the Baltimore Ravens, but Lamar Jackson also has 4 rushes for 22 yards. Hill, 3 for 5, and Ricard, 1 for 3. So combined total right now, the Baltimore Ravens have 71 yards of rushing offense. Receiving the ball, Duvernay is the leading receiver right now, 3 for 42. Dobbins, 2 for 21. Bateman, 1 for 13. Hill, 2 for 12. Ricard, 2 for 11. Andrews, 1 for 6. Robinson, 1 for 3. Listen, to see Mark Andrews only has 1 catch for 6 yards, that's impressive, okay? So whatever you're doing against Mark Andrews, keep doing that, okay? You're doing a good job containing Mark Andrews. Now, whether that's a linebacker's responsibility, slot corner, I've seen Johnson on him a few times in this game. Dane Jackson got beat on that out and up for a touchdown, but he's been on him a few times, the pass that Lamar Jackson overthrew Andrews that could have been a touchdown. So he's been on a few times this game, but you're doing a good job overall, Mark Andrews, who to me is the biggest receiving threat for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Bateman is obviously your deep guy, right? He's the biggest deep threat. He only has 1 catch for 13 yards. So I think the Buffalo Bills secondary overall is doing a pretty good job. Where I think the problem comes is not getting that initial pressure on Lamar Jackson. When you do, it seems like in order to get that pressure from the Bills defense on Lamar Jackson, you have to use that your second level guys, your linebackers, right? Milano needs to be in there to get some pressure. Edmonds. So what does that do? That leaves it open for Dobbins, for Ricard, for these running backs to sneak out there and get these 6, 7, 8 yard gains. Listen, there hasn't been any real deep balls, right, that have beaten us. It's all been this underneath type stuff. I mean, that one big play where Lamar broke a Von Miller sack, where I said he got sacked. He really didn't. And he was able to escape that and make that 21-yard completion, I believe it was, to Duvernay. Like, that was the biggest play, but that was like a fluke play, right? And Bills players were right there, ready to make the play. So overall, I think this Bills defense has been playing pretty well, considering 7 of those points are off a Josh Allen turnover that they returned and with the penalty got at the 4-yard line. And then the other field goal was by a Devin Singletary fumble. Okay, so this defense really hasn't had a lot of time to adjust to what the Ravens are doing. And when they had time to adjust, last 2 drives by the Ravens, it was a field goal and a punt. So I think this defense is slowly getting better. Did I freeze again? I did freeze again. Jeez. Oh, okay. I'm back. All right. I thought I froze again, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I think that this defense is getting a little better, getting more confidence, being able to stop Lamar Jackson. But also this offense now has that feeling that they can get in the end zone, as we just saw on that last drive. So going to the Buffalo Bills side of the ball, you got Josh Allen. Again, most of this was on the last drive, 11 of 22, 105 yards, a passing touchdown, and that interception. Josh Allen is our leading rusher right now, which is so sad. So sad. 2 rushes for 17 yards, Singletary 4 for 12, and that fumble. Zach Moss 2 for 5. So combined total right now, the Bills only have 34. Let me make sure I'm doing my math right there. Yeah, 34 rushing yards. 34 rushing yards for the Buffalo Bills. Now it's only on 8 attempts, so you would love to see a bigger sample size. I mean, look at the Ravens right now. They have a combined total. They have 17 attempts to our 8 attempts. So they have 9 more attempts, and that's obviously a lot more yards. But some of these running backs, and I think Singletary is one of these guys, Singletary needs more reps in order to get really going. And remember in college, he was what, he led the league in carries. He led all of college football in carries his senior year. And now you say that adds a lot of wear and tear on the legs. I understand that, but these guys are still young guys. There's a reason why they all, like, running backs kind of have a shelf life of 30 years old, and that's because they run out of steam. But up until then, I'd say run them into the ground. I don't care. Run them into the ground. Let them run all day. Diggs, Knox, and Singletary all have 2 catches. Diggs has 35 receiving yards, Knox 20, and Singletary 17. McKenzie has 3 receptions, 13 yards, and a touchdown. The touchdown almost makes up for not getting that 1 yard. And I wouldn't be so mad about him not getting upfield and getting that 1 yard if Moss could have picked up that 1 yard and got the first down. But the fact that Moss didn't get that first down made me even madder at McKenzie. If you guys can tell, my hat's still over there somewhere. But he does get the touchdown at the end of the half. Doesn't make up for anything, but does make you feel a little better about the fact that, hey, the Bills are only 10 points down. You got Davis with 1 catch for 13 yards and Crowder 1 catch for 7 yards. I agree with most of you who say Crowder really has not played well in this game. He hasn't. And that's just the truth, and that's fine. Tyler Bass, 1 for 1 on field goals, 1 for 1 on extra points. McKenzie, 2 returns, 46-yard average. 42 was his long. He had a really nice return, the first return of the game for the Buffalo Bills. Well, I should say, the first return, because the first kickoff went out of bounds. So his first actual return. Nice return, 42 yards. His second one, though, he ran it was a pop kick by I don't know if you know what I mean by a pop kick, but it landed pretty much at the 17-yard line, and he dashed right out of bounds at the 22. Like, he didn't want to get hit. I don't know. But he does get out of bounds there. Martin, 2 punts, 80 yards, 40-yard average. That's fine. And as far as sacks, got Von Miller with a sack, Rousseau with half a sack. So that's the stats for our Buffalo Bills. I wanted to get to this question. What do you guys think our problem is with running the ball? Is it on the running backs or the offensive line, or both? I think it's a matter of consistency. Right? I think it's a matter of consistency. As I said, I think we need to run the ball more frequently. Okay. It's hard to, if you run the same type of blocking scheme, pass blocking 7, 8, 9 plays in a row, and then go back to run scheme only eight plays. Well, not even 8 plays, because some of those were Josh Allen just making up as he goes. If you go to running scheme 5, 6 times a half, these players need to get into a rhythm, not just the running backs, but the offensive line too. I think that our running game will get better as the year goes on. You look at last year, our running game did get better in December into the playoffs into January with Spencer Brown coming in. So consistency at the offensive line as well, right? Mitch Morse was out for, I think, 2 games. Spencer Brown had to go out for a little bit last game, about half plus in that game. So you need consistency on your offensive line as well. So I think that matters. Plus, you're just not doing it frequently enough where it's a constant. Because last week we had 1 rush of 40 yards, I think it was, where Moss ran the ball 42 yards. So if you look at Moss's running stats from last week, it's like, wow, he had a good game, right? Averaging wise, he had a good game. All it takes in this game is 1 40-yard rush, and it will look like, oh, wait, the Bills are running the ball pretty consistently. Well, not really. But at the same time, that 1 rush will inflate things as a game or as a season goes on. But I think as December rolls around, I think that the Buffalo Bills will do a better job running the football. And I tend to think Dorsey is good. But then, and if the team was asleep in the first half, let's say the team was asleep in the first half, what can Dorsey do to wake them up, right? There were some drops by open receivers. The James Cook drop, the Devin Singletary drop, the Crowder drop. Like, they're open receivers, and they're just not the Diggs drop in the end zone that still led to a touchdown drive. So what can Ken Dorsey do about that? What can he do to get his team into the game without his with his quarterback's help? Obviously, he needs that. So he puts a lot of responsibility on Josh Allen. But Josh Allen needs to be that guy. And he was on that last drive. Hopefully try to get them going a little bit, get them in rhythm. As we get ready for the second half, the ball is about ready to be kicked in the air as the Ravens get First and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. That's better. Hey, Frank. Shotgun formation for... Oh, fumble! Oh, what happened? What happened? Dang it, I thought... So the snap came and it hit the wide receiver who was going in motion. So it's going to be a false start on the Ravens. I was excited. Maybe a little too excited to start that one off. Dang it. Dang it. Center, stay still. Stay still. The center start moving before he snaps the ball. If he doesn't move, that's a fumble. But that being said, it's still first 15 from the 30. Lamar Jackson shotgun. Looking to throw. Going to roll to his right. Throw it across his body. Tackle. Good tackle. Good tackle. Jackson with the open field tackle for no gain. So it's going to be second and 15 for the Ravens. Good job. Thank you to my two newest mods, DF Forever and Mischief Mike. I appreciate you both. Good play there. I was hopeful that throwing across your body, but Lamar Jackson's so good that he's the type of quarterback where he can throw across his body and get away with it. Same with Josh Allen. You know, they're the type of quarterbacks who could throw across their body into the open field and get away with it. Bills fake a blitz, get there with the front four, and Jackson has to throw a ball away, and it's incomplete. It's going to be third and 15. Don't give up a long third down. Don't give up a long third down. Positive vibes, guys. Positive vibes. Don't give up a long third down. Please, 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 please. I don't even know if I want to watch this play right now. I don't even want to watch this play right now. No, don't watch it. Third and 15, 14:05 to go in the third quarter. First drive of the second half. I'm so scared. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, no. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set. Edmonds gets in there. Oh, knocks him down, and he has to throw it away. Edmonds makes the play. It's going to be 4th and 15. Edmonds gets there. Let's go. Allen's already pumped. Allen's ready to go. Allen's ready to go. Let's go. We scored here. It's a possession game, guys. As crazy as that sounds, early third quarter, we stopped the Ravens. And all of a sudden, talking Bills Mafia is saying, wait a minute. In the air. Good punt to the 21. Next first guy missed. Crowder's back there. Crap. To the 26. I'm just happy he held on to the ball to the 27. I'm just happy he held on to the ball, to be honest with you. 13:49 to go in the third quarter. Woo! Let's go. Scott, did you turn the game back on yet? Did you turn the game back on, or are you like, don't want to jinx it? You're like, don't jinx it. Man. All right. The Bills can still do this. Bills can still do this, guys. Let's get to some scores. I didn't get to go over scores from around the league at halftime, so let's talk about them right now. All right, so obviously the Bills Ravens 2010 Baltimore. Bills just got the ball back. The Chargers up 27-7 over the Houston Texans. The Bears trailing the Giants 14-9. The Seahawks up 24-15 over the Lions. The Eagles have taken the lead against Jacksonville. It's 20-14. The Jets up on the Steelers 10-6 at halftime. The Browns Falcons tied 10-10. Titans up 24-10 over the Colts, and the Cowboys up 12-7 over the Commanders. Those are the scores from around the league. Again, the Vikings beating the Saints earlier today in London 28-25. The Vikings move to 3-1 on the season. The Saints fall to 1-3. I can't take the stress, says CJB. I hope I'm not stressing you out anymore. I hope I'm not stressing you out, but I feel stressed. But I feel like I'd be stressed no matter how I was watching the game right now. And if I was like somewhere else where I couldn't watch the game, I'd be doing the swipe thing, right? I'd be watching Matt Perino on Twitter, like, come on, Matt, what's the update? What's the update? Matt Perino, by the way, great follow on Twitter. Make sure you do that. 82 people in this room. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Leave a comment. Just let me know you're here. I know a lot of people watch this don't feel comfortable commenting, or they sometimes go so fast that I can't read them all, so I do apologize for that. But I do appreciate your comments. And if there's a comment you want me to read, don't forget to use that super chat feature. All of our super chats for the season are being donated to a very special cause. I can name it off the top of my head because I ramble on and on and on like crazy and sometimes forget things. But being donated, one of you could tell me in the comment section because Mario and Paul do a great job reminding us every stream of where it's being donated to, and the benefit charity golf tournament that Paul and Mario did earlier this year. All the proceeds from that are going to the charity as well. So feel free to use that if you are so inclined. If not, again, I'll always do my best to read all the comments. Why do I have a really good feeling about this game now? Forever. I'm not going there yet. The Bills have the best third quarter differential at plus 34. So that's big. Who's down? Who's down on the sideline? Is that Miller? That's scary. He's laying down, getting worked out, maybe just getting stretched. Who knows? Shotgun formation on 1st and 10, 13:49 to go. Allen going from left to right. Allen going to take off with it. Allen going to get the first down. Get to midfield before he slides down. That's enough for a first down to the 49-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Buffalo. 20-yard run by Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson ain't the only one with wheels here. Oof. There was a big hit on two Ravens defenders collided as Allen slid. Allen under center now. Singletary alone in the backfield. Really don't know. Longest run by either team in this game. Ravens sending a blitz. Pitch to the left. Singletary has the corner. Gets 10. Gets inside the 40 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. All right, Singletary, let's go. So with two runs there, and that kind of goes to my point. Thank you for the super chat. DF Forever. This is for Mario. Brett screwed Brett. All right, Vince. Thanks, Vince. Vince Wang called. Thank you very much for the super chat. So it's to the 34. So to my point, all of a sudden, if you look at the Bills stat sheet, it doesn't look like they're that bad running the ball. They have 72 rushing yards now on 2 runs. Another run up the middle. Singletary again gets another 9-10 yards before he's finally taken down. So the Bills get another 10, move the chains, another first down. So now the Bills 80-plus yards running the ball on 3 runs, basically. On 3 runs. And to Dilly's point, you run the ball outside one time, opens up the middle of the field a little bit more, right? Opens up the middle of the field. Now you see a run right up the middle for 9 more yards. 2nd and 1. Single back set. McKenzie goes in motion. Fake it to McKenzie. Why did you stop, Singletary? Why did you stop? Try to let his blockers set up, but Baltimore was not having it. Number 92, tackle for a loss. And it's going to be 3rd and about 3 now for the Buffalo Bills. Who whiffed? Is that Dawkins? Dawkins whiffs on a block. Third and 5. Lost of 4. Wow. Didn't look that bad. Trips to the top of the screen. Now Diggs goes in motion to the bottom. So now you got Diggs and Knox on the bottom of the screen. You got, Allen fumbles the snap. Allen takes off. He's going to be a yard short. Allen fumbled the snap, picks it up, and goes right up the middle for 4 yards. 4th and 1 from the 25. Do you take the points? 1 to take the points, 2 to go for it. What do? You take the points here. You make it a 1-possession game. Allen's in the huddle right now. Do you take the points? Do not call a timeout in this situation. Do not try to draw an offsides and call a timeout. I hate that this early in the second half. Mike says go for it. Bills are 4 for 6 on 4th downs. Fake the handoff. Singletary's taken out of the play. Allen's got to try to pick it up. He does. That was designed to be a fake handoff, a roll to the left, and a pass to Singletary. Baltimore does a great job taking Singletary out of this play. And Allen says, fine, I'll do it myself. And he slides down at the 20-yard line, and that's enough for a first down. That's why we love Josh Allen, right? Those decisions are critical to this game, to a game like this, and he can make them on the fly. 6 rushes on this possession, no passes yet. First pass is incomplete because Dave Davis can't catch it, apparently. Oh, he caught it, but he was out of bounds. All right. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, 9:54 to go in the third quarter. Oh, Dave Davis needs to catch. He bobbles it, and then he gets let out of bounds. Man. 20-10 Baltimore over Buffalo, 9:54 to go in the third quarter. Bills have the ball, 2nd and 10 in the red zone. Oh, no, they're rolling at the 21. Shotgun formation, trips to the bottom of the screen. Allen throwing it into the end zone. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Knox could yell about Stevens being on top of him, but it was kind of uncatchable. It was kind of uncatchable. Man, 3rd and 10, 9:49 to go. See, now what I get a little disappointed about is if we don't convert this 3rd and 10, that decision by Josh Allen and a good play really goes unrewarded because you're still ending up having to kick that field goal. I mean, you got the first down, so the momentary happiness falls on the floor because you have to settle for a field goal. Shotgun formation. Allen throws it high, intended for, is that Diggs? No, that was 10 for Morris. So you intend to pass, you intend to go to your backup tight end on a slant route. That ball is tipped again. So the Ravens are getting their hands on these passes at the line of scrimmage. And that's tipped again. So we're going to have to settle for a field goal. They have to settle for a field goal. Tyler Bass comes into the game, already 1 for 1. 39-yard field goal. Bass says he's ready. Snaps down. Hold is down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. All right. So 9:42 to go in the third quarter. The Bills find themselves down 7, 20-13. A one-possession game. Right. Spin. Even a completed pass. Like if that's put on Morris's numbers and he catches it, it's a 7-yard gain. And it's going to be 4th and 3, and you have to kick a field goal anyway. I don't understand that play call because obviously it was a quick slant designed for Morris because that was the first look Allen went to. So it wasn't like the other guys were defended and he had to make a decision with the ball. To me, that's play calling. That's not Allen as much. That's play calling and just not going to get the job done in that situation unless they felt like Morris could carry the corner for 3 yards, which I'm not saying is impossible. But I am saying that I would rather him just go down and not force a fumble. So, but it's still a one-possession game. And if the way this game started, if I would have told you it was going to be a one-possession game at any point, you would have taken it. With 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, if I would have told you, don't worry, midway through the third quarter, it'll be a one-possession game, or not even midway through the third quarter, it's going to be a one-possession game, you have taken it. So we're okay. And the Bills are down 20-13. And again, the Bills have, my bad, guys. The Bills have stopped the Ravens now on 3 consecutive possessions to force punts. So great news there. Look at scores from around the league. Go Bills, absolutely. All right, scores from around the league. Got the Ravens up on the Bills 20-13. I think you guys know that one. The Chargers are up on the Texans 27-7. The Giants up 14-12 over the Bears. The Seahawks over the Lions 31-15. Jaguars have the ball trailing the Eagles 20-14. The Jets still up 10-6 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Browns and Falcons are tied 10-10. The Colts are up trailing 24-10. They have the ball in the red zone. And the Dallas Cowboys are up on the Commanders 12-7. Those are scores from around the league. This one again 20-13. I'm not going to scream it yet. But maybe soon. Maybe soon. When we get to third down, I'll scream it with you guys. But you guys can scream now if you want to. Rainy day in Baltimore. Rainy, at least on the East Coast, pretty much all week, right? Whether it be down in Florida or up in Maine. It seems like at some point this week, this either the hurricane itself or remnants of the hurricane have affected pretty much everyone on the East Coast. So if you have been affected by the hurricane in a very substantial way, I wish you nothing but the best in recovery, and whether it be health recovery or whether it be financial recovery, housing recovery, whatever the case might be. I don't know what they just showed. They just showed Ferguson giving a thumbs up to somebody. I don't know why. All right, kicks in the air. Kickoff is in the air. Pittsburgh apparently went to Kenny Pickett. They sat Mitch Trubisky. Agree with you, DF. 9:42 to go in the third quarter. Bills up 20-13. Kickoff did go out of bounds. Ravens will start with the ball at their own 25. Let's see if we can force the Ravens to make a mistake. Let's see if we can force the Ravens to make a mistake. Force Lamar Jackson, who's in shotgun. 2 wide receivers bottom screen, went to the top. Hands the ball off. Gave about 3 for steal. Does a good job on initial contact, staying low to the ground and able to jump forward for an extra yard. Going to be 2nd and 7. I'm going to say 2nd and 6, so he did a little better than I thought. What are you saying, of course, too, Scott? Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, top of screen, 1 to the bottom. Fake the handoff. Lamar has the middle of the field wide open. Poyer has to come up and make the tackle. He gets a first down to the 40. Yeah, I know they said someone's hurt and not coming back. Was it Von Miller? Come on, Odds. Get him. Get him, Odds. Good job. Pistol formation for the Ravens. Run back behind Lamar Jackson, fullback to his left. They do hand the ball off. And this one's going to be stopped behind the line. Okay, good. He almost broke Milano's tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Crowder is doubtful to return. Okay. I knew they said someone was doubtful to return. Might mean we have to use Khalil Shakir. We have to use him. 2nd and 12 now. 7:45 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Jackson will get a throw over the middle. Good catch. Take some lessons, Bills. Number 7 had to jump up, get the catch. Still only gained 5. Good tackle as soon as he caught the ball. Going to be 3rd and 8. Big third down here. Big third down. Big third down. Milano with the tackle. 3rd and 8. 7:18 to go. Big stop. Let's go. Let's go. Lamar Jackson shotgun. This big play for this defense. Let's go. Throws it incomplete. Johnson needs to do a better job in coverage. Luckily, Bateman didn't catch that one. But if Bateman catches that quick slant, it's going to be a first down. Bateman's open. And Bateman needs to catch that and get the first down. He'd be well into Bills territory. Johnson doesn't do good on coverage there, but gets away with it. And so the Bills are getting the ball back. Bills are getting the ball back. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Punts in the air. Shakir back to, oh, good job. Goes into the end zone. Shakir was back to finally return a punt, or at least catch a punt. That's because I screamed defense. Yeah, he heard a scream, got scared, like jumped real quick, and he wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Bills get the ball back, trailing by 7, midway through the third quarter. Wow. Wow. The Bills spotted 14. And listen, this is a good Ravens team. This is a good Ravens team. So the fact the Bills can come back here makes me happy. Makes me happy. You guys are going to have to let me know if I'm frozen again. I hope not. Allen scores quick, Joe. I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so. My one screen is showing me as frozen, guys. So let me know if I am frozen. My other screen is saying I'm not frozen. So you guys let me know. You guys be the judge. But again, thank you guys for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I thought maybe. I thought maybe. Am I still frozen? Hopefully that helps me out. AR bomb to Diggs. I hope so. I hope so. Let me know if I'm still frozen, guys. No, I'm off now. Okay. I should be coming back here shortly. All right, good. We are back from being frozen. We're not back from commercial break yet, but you want to see an 80-yard bomb to Diggs. I wouldn't mind that at all. Again, sorry about the connection issues, guys. Again, the storm's affecting everybody. Only if I scream defense. Is that when it goes off? Or come on, let's get him. Did you get him? So the weird thing is, like, I can't even tell when you guys get them because it still shows up on my screen since I'm the one doing the chat. Like, it will still, or since I'm the one doing the live stream, all the games show up, right? All the games show up, or all the chats show up. I mean, so whether it's been blocked or not. So I have to go look, but I'm sure you got them. I know, right? Spin? It's crazy. It's crazy. Last two games. They love me. Get Allen on the move instead of just in the pocket. Last two drives, I've loved watching Josh Allen work. So, we're watching this defense make adjustments. Fake the handoff on first down. Looking to throw. Throws downfield. Was that caught? Diggs with the catch. Let's go, Diggs. Toe tap. And he's talking to the crowd. He's saying, let's go. I'm on spin. Oh, did I freeze again? I get excited too much. That's the problem. All right, I'm back up. But I'm figuring out how to get back up quickly, guys. So that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. First and 10, Diggs with a huge catch there, making it first and 10, getting the ball close to midfield. First and 10 from the 44, 6:19 to go, 43. Quick screen, Singletary has some blockers. Let your blockers set up. Get into Ravens territory. Get a first down to the 45. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shotgun formation for Allen. Hands the ball up to Singletary this time up the middle. Gets about 4 yards. And we're going to take that. We will take that. Yeah, I'm on this. Second and 7. Shotgun formation. Allen look at the pass. Goes to the sideline. Pass is complete. No, they're saying incomplete. It's saying a low throw. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 40. 3rd and 7 from the 40. Yep, unable to bring it in. That's a drop. And that's a drop. Shotgun formation. They're down, catch. First down. Oh, no, he dropped it. No flag on a hit. He's out. McKenzie's out. You're not, no flag though. Wow. He's out. There's no way he didn't get hit high. Oh, it's first down, ball coming after whistle. I hope so. Okay. They're saying it's a first down. They're saying it's a catch. No, not air knocked out. I promise he didn't just get the air knocked out of him. No, I'm just showing frozen on my end, guys. Let me know if I'm good or not, because I keep trying to adjust it. But if I'm not frozen on your end, then what do I care? As long as you guys can hear me and see me. We just lost our second. Yeah, I mean, now Shakir's going to have to do something. Because you know they're going to double. Damn. I don't like being frozen, guys. But yeah, you know, because you know they're going to double. And since you can hear me, I'll keep talking while I try to fix it. You know they're going to double. Double Diggs, you know they're doing double Davis, so now Shakir has to make a play. Shakir has to make a play. That's all there is to it. 92 watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, guys, as I try to get rid of my technical difficulties during commercial breaks here. Let me know if you guys can see me or not. This is the first week I've had technical difficulties like this, though, so I'm not going to be too concerned yet. Come back from commercial break. All right. Let's see if that's better. McKenzie is running to the locker room by himself, so that's good to see. Running off the field on his own. 5 wide receivers. Do we have 5 wide receivers? How do we have a 5 wide receiver set? And looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Pressure came up the middle. I'm going to say it was intended for Shakir, but not sure. Not sure. So we had a 5 receiver set there, but I don't know who our 5 receivers were, because we don't have 5. Because all right, so Kumaro was inactive. Crowder's doubtful to return. And then McKenzie's being evaluated for a concussion right now. Keep him out the whole game. Last thing the NFL needs right now is for more bad optics. 5 wide receiver set again. Singletary's in there, wide receiver, I guess. And Knox. Shakir with a catch. Shakir makes that miss. Inside the 20. That's what he needs to do. You need to be able to make plays like that, because they're not going to look at Shakir as a threat. Shakir needs to be the guy right now to make plays. 4:20 to go in the third quarter, 20-13. The Ravens over the Bills. The Bills inside the red zone once again. Good job by Shakir creating plays, making players miss. Ravens player down at the moment. That's the act. Yeah, listen, that's Shakir's game, right? That's Shakir's game all day. He makes the first guy miss, and this is a chance for the young guy to step up, right? He didn't play well, or he didn't get the opportunity, whatever the case might be, in the Titans game, because he only had 2 balls thrown his way. This is when you need to step up. This Ravens defense is going to put pressure on Diggs and Davis, so they might not be. The Ravens defense is gonna say, you want to beat us? Make Shakir do it. Make Singletary do it in the pass game. Make Dawson Knox do it. So this is the type of game you need to let it happen. You need to let that happen. It was first time I catch for Shakir goes 14 yards. Thanks, Buffalo Bills PR. Again, follow Buffalo Bills PR on Twitter. 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. 2 to the bottom. Shakir and Davis at the bottom. Looks like Knox. Oh, they're going to run with Allen. Allen gets 8. I just don't know if I like that run there. But he gets 8, so it's going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 for the Buffalo Bills. Offset eye. Fakes the handoff. Allen has the corner. Allen has the edge. Gets inside the 5. Touchdown, Josh Allen. Let's go. Let's go. And with 3:26 to go in the third quarter, the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game. So, you know, for those who talk about no heart in the first half, they've come out and shown some heart. They've come out and shown some heart. And no matter how this game ends up turning out, they've shown you that they have heart in this game right now. And what's going on? We reviewing it. His knee was down before it was in, maybe. So 1st and goal from inside the 1. Just run up the middle again. So, before we get ready for the extra point here, if they confirm the touchdown or not, we were talking in the first half about how we weren't running the ball well, right? Well, now you look at the running stats for the Buffalo Bills. You look at rushing yards for the Buffalo Bills right now, you have 16 rushes for 95 yards. That's pretty impressive. If you just look at that number, you say 16 rushes for 95 yards with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's looking pretty good, right? You had one big run by Singletary, the 18-yarder. He's now 8 for 38. Josh Allen, 6 for 52. It's under review. They're reviewing it. All right, so they gave him the touchdown. Extra point on the way to tie this one up. Extra point's up, extra point's good. 3:26 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a game. Going commercial break. 94 of you watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. 60 likes. Let's try to get to 75. 75 likes is a good goal. Is that what they call them? Goals? All right, so the Bills and Ravens tied at 20 with 3:26 to go here in the third quarter. Chargers over the Texans 27-14 going into the fourth quarter there. Bears, Giants up 17-12, 1:30 to go. The Lions trying to come back against the Seahawks down 31-23. The Eagles up 20-14 at the end of the third quarter. Looks like they might have to settle for a field goal to start the fourth, but that puts them up 2 possessions if they make it. The Eagles up 20-14. I just said that, Joe. Don't repeat yourself. The Steelers did take a 13-10 lead over the New York, New Jersey Jets. The Browns trailing the Falcons 17-13. The Colts trail the Titans 24-17 at the end of the third quarter there. And the Commanders trailing the Cowboys 15-10. Who thought that game wouldn't be so close, right? Like after the Commanders played last week to this week, whatever. Doesn't matter. Defensive struggle there. And like I said earlier, the Saints lost to the Vikings. Cardinals, Panthers, Broncos, Raiders, Patriots, Packers. Those are all your 405/425 games. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers is your late game tonight. That should be a good one. That should be a real good one, the Chiefs versus Buccaneers. I think that's going to be a fun one to watch. Obviously, I think and you guys let me know in the comment section, but I'm cheering for the Buccaneers tonight. Like, I'm cheering for the Buccaneers. No hate for the Chiefs other than the fact they play in the AFC, right? You talk about tiebreakers at the end of the year. You talk about playoffs. That's what I'm going to talk about. No visual lag. Good. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way for the whole game. We still got a whole fourth quarter where I can mess things up, but I'm glad it's fixed for the moment. Yeah, we want every chance. I always say this. I always say anytime an NFC team's playing any AFC team other than the Bills, we want the NFC team to win, right? Whether it's the Cowboys, I know we dislike the Cowboys, or Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And I'm sure, like, I don't like the Seahawks personally because of Richard Sherman back in the day and his interference on Robert Woods on Monday Night Football and his late hit on or his hit before the snap. Remember when he went off or false started and he hit the kicker, Dan Carpenter, I believe it was at the time. But anyway, injured him, so that cost us to have to make plays or whatever. Should I start talking about our coaching because it turned the game around? You could talk about if you think that's going to help us, whatever it takes. Ball goes into the end zone, so the Ravens will start with the ball at their own 25-yard line. This game's definitely been a tale of two swings, right? Like the Ravens definitely got off to a faster start. The Bills couldn't do anything right, and the game. And then starting with that, I'm going to say it started with the Ravens drive with 3 minutes to go, where the Bills forced a punt, and then the Bills offense gets on the field and in less than 2 minutes scores a touchdown, changes the game completely. Pistol formation for the Baltimore Ravens. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass out. Goes to the fullback. Johnson with the tackle after, again, about 6 or 7. Looks like the rain's really starting to come down in Baltimore. That's Ricard on the catch. 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. The Ravens moving from right to left. And guys, I sometimes think about this. If you don't know what the pistol formation is, some people watching like pistol, what is that? If you don't see it, obviously you need to turn over here. I would love that. Sack, I would love that too. A pistol formation is a little bit different than shotgun, as we're in pistol again for Baltimore, offset I. And shotgun, you normally start 6 yards back. The Bills tackle Dobson for a loss, and it's going to be third down. So let's say in shotgun, you're 6 yards back, and there's no one behind you. The pistol is basically the quarterback is about 4 yards back. So he's not under center. He's a little closer, though, and you have a running back behind you. That's what the pistol is going to be. Edmonds on a tackle for a loss, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Ravens, 2:20 to go. So if you're not sure, I like to break things down a little bit sometimes for you guys if you're not sure when I say pistol what that means. But that's what that means. The Baltimore Ravens have 5 plays for negative yards. Let's make it one more. Shotgun formation. Bills have 6 guys at the line. They fall back. They send 4. Lamar's going to take off. He's going to get the first down here, I think. He gets out of bounds. I think he has enough for the first down. Is the ref giving him the first down? No, the ref is not giving him the first down. He's saying 4th and short. 4th and short with less than 2 minutes to go. I thought he had it for sure. And to be honest, he could have got the extra inch. He could have got the extra inch. Baltimore's going to go for it. It looks like I think he has the first down. I think he has the first down. They're going to challenge it, and they should. I think he has the first down. Yeah. Although I will say that when it comes to challenging things, spots of the ball, spotting the ball is the toughest one to do, but I think he got the first down. Like, he's reaching his arm out. Now to try and make sure the ref doesn't get, too much discredit. Remember, he's behind the play. So he's not sure when Jackson's holding out that ball. How far is he holding out the ball? When did he get the ball out there? He's not sure about that because he just sees Lamar Jackson's back, right? So in fairness to him, it's hard for him to see that, but that's why they have official reviews in the game, and it's going to be a first down. It's going to be a first down. But yeah, I feel like that he got the first, but spotting the ball is always the toughest one to challenge, just because you don't know when he has the arm out. I mean, I think that's what the official that they have right now talking about. Right, they marked him short by a half yard. They marked him short. But again, looking at it in live action, looking at the replay, I would say he had the first down. But at the same time, it's just one of the tougher things to change, to overturn, as the rain's really coming down in Baltimore. And as someone who lives kind of like only like less than 2 hours away from Baltimore, I'm wondering if that's coming here. 1:35 to go in third quarter. That means that this rain would be here before the end of this game, and that scares me. That just scares me as far as the stream goes. I don't know. We'll wait and see what they call on the field. They're reviewing it right now, so let's go over some scores from around the league. Here we go. We got the Ravens and Bills. I was tied 20-20. The Chargers up 27-14 over the Texans. The Giants up 17-12 over the Bears. That game's at the end of the third quarter. The Seahawks up 31-23. He's taking off the headset now over the Lions. The Jaguars down by 9 against the Eagles. They did kick that field goal, go up 23-14. The Steelers up 13-10 over the Jets. The Falcons trailing the Browns 20-17. Call stands. It's gonna be fourth down. Not only that, the Ravens lose a timeout, so that's huge for that many reasons. Because you have a feeling now this game's gonna be close, come down to the wire. I didn't get the first down, but again, that's a tough one to call. Titans up on the Colts 24-17, and the Cowboys up 21-10 over the Washington Commanders at this point. So that game's kind of going the way we thought it would. Ravens line up. They don't want to waste a timeout now. Looks like he fell forward. Looks like he's going to get the first down. Yep, they're going to give him the first down. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine. They should have the first down anyway. So that's fine. But if you're the Bills, you have to know they're running Lamar Jackson here. Like, you have to know they're running Lamar. It's just a matter of line versus line. The fact that they only got half a yard makes me happy about the defense, to be honest with you, especially the way this game started. The way this game started, the Ravens were controlling the offensive and defensive side of the ball. They were controlling the line of scrimmage. And that's really changed over the past 2 quarters. Fake the handoff. Lamar looking throw. There's only 2 receivers out there. He does get the running back. Nice tackle. Listen, it's a 6-yard gain on first down. But when a linebacker is one-on-one against a running back, and Edmonds made the tackle, Dobbins with the 5-yard gain. When a linebacker is one-on-one against a running back and the linebacker wins, like, that's impressive. Yeah, it was an easy 5 yards. You're right. But that's not Edmonds' fault. That's not Edmonds' fault. All Edmonds could do is make the tackle when he can make the tackle, and it was a good tackle. Shotgun formation. This time they run the ball up the middle of Dobbins. Johnson looked bad on that one. For as good as Edmonds looked wrapping up Dobbins on the first one, Johnson looked bad on that one. He gets the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Dobbins gets up, and he's calling for another player to come in. It's going to be end of third quarter. Bills and Ravens 20-20. And, this game is going to turn out one way or the other, obviously. One team's going to win, one team's going to lose. But if you're a Bills fan, I feel like you have to be very optimistic about what has happened. Just because we spotted them 14. And the Ravens took advantage of our mistakes. They did what they needed to do. But we spotted them 14 points. And we come back and we tie this game at 20, going into the fourth quarter. I mean, midway through the second, we were all a little depressed, and there are a few of us who said this could be a very long stream. But the Bills turned it around, and the Bills have a tie game here going into the fourth quarter. Yeah, we want to force them to make a lot of plays. Now, they did in the first half, right? The first quarter, that first drive the first real drive was 15 yards, or 15 plays, 15 plays, and they get the touchdown, right? Winning the close ones. That's the other thing. The Bills have lost 8 straight one-possession score games. So, one-score games, I should say. So what happens here in the fourth quarter, right? Can the Bills get that little monkey off their back? Because if we make the playoffs, which, again, we hope we do, if we make the playoffs, that monkey better be off our back by that time. If we lose to the Ravens and the Chiefs in the next 3 weeks, both by 1 score, and we blow out everyone else, maybe lose a game here or there, right? And finish the season 12-4 or 13-4 with 17 games, I'm sorry, and win the division, like all everyone's going to talk about is, well, they can't win 1-possession games going into the playoffs. And we don't need that. We don't need that. So, yeah, DF Forever, I appreciate that comment. And yeah, everyone who's watching, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate all of you. At commercial break, we can go over some scores. Other games going into the fourth quarter. Most games either late third or early fourth. The Houston Texans just scored to make it a 1-possession game. It's 27-21, 10 minutes still in the fourth quarter there. Giants still up on the Bears, 17-12. Seahawks up 38-23 now on the Lions. The Eagles in the red zone once again, up 23-14 over the Jaguars. The Steelers up 13-10 over the Jets. The Browns and Falcons also tied at 20 going into the fourth. And then the Titans up 24-17. Lamar going to throw it back in the air. You guys get the interception. It's intercepted. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We finally got our hands on the ball. We get our hands on the ball too, and let's go. Intercepted. And now the Buffalo Bills, number 21, welcome back. Jordan Poyer gets the interception. And the first play of the fourth quarter, the Bills get the ball at midfield. Let's go. Let's go! 3 games, 3 interceptions. Just like Dan just said. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, if you appreciate that interception. What I appreciate is Dane Jackson pointing the wrong way when we gained possession of that ball. First turnover for the Ravens today. Offset I formation on first down. They hand the ball off to Moss, who gets a yard because it's Moss, and that's what he does. Nothing kills momentum if you're a Bills fan more than Zach Moss getting the ball. Emili was one who, by the way, was just brought up from the practice squad. Gets his hand on the ball, gets his big paw on the ball, and Poyer is the beneficiary of it. Let's go. Second 9, shotgun formation. And I'm going deep. Diggs. Oh, a little short. A little short. 3rd and 9. As excited as you are about that interception, it means nothing if we can't at least get a few first downs, get points on the board. You know, the Baltimore Ravens turned their turnovers. Now that they were closer on both possessions, I'll give you that. But turned their turnovers into points. We need to be able to do the same thing. 14-18 to go, 20-20. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Allen is sacked. Allen trying to avoid the sack, kind of walked into it. And Baltimore's going to be able to get off the field. Wow. Knox. Nope, Knox isn't open. They did a crossing route in the middle. Allen saying he got hit in the head. What, waste of an INT? Yeah, absolutely. Waste of an INT. All right, at least change field position a little bit. Remember, they had the ball at midfield. Punt goes out of bounds at the 5. So you say a waste, but now again, they had the ball at midfield. Now they have the ball at the 5. So, you know, we don't put points on the board, and that's depressing, but we make them have to go a good bit of the field to try to get points themselves. So, you know, if you tell me every time they get to the 50, we march them back to the 5, I say sooner or later we're going to win the game. Sooner or later we're going to win the game. So that Moss run, yeah. This is not the first time this season that happened. This is not the first time this season that happened. That happened week 1, I think it was, against Durant, and I talked about it on this stream. Like, while I was streaming, there was a 1-yard halfback delay, so you know how much I loved that. to Moss, and it killed all momentum. I think it was in the first half of the first game. But yeah, then you have it today. You might have had it in another game too, where it just killed momentum. Moss didn't take, or Allen takes shots on 2nd and 5, not 2nd and 9. I agree, Spin. I agree. But hey, it is what it is. Now Steve makes plays again. Let's make some plays again. But right now, you look at the difference of this game. 2 turnovers for the Ravens, 10 points. 1 turnover by the Bills, no points. That's a huge factor when you talk about who's going to win and who's going to lose one-possession games. So again, 8 straight games, 8 straight one-possession games the Bills have lost. That could be introduced as a reason why. I don't want to talk about that. But again, that could be a reason why. But hey, we still have plenty of time in this one. Still a tie game. Nothing to worry about yet if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. Let the defense do their job. All right, so the Texans have the ball again, only down by 6. So a touchdown here would give them the lead with 9:01 to go in the fourth quarter. They have about 3rd and 16 at the Chargers 22. Giants up 17-12 in the fourth quarter there. Giants have the ball. Seahawks up on the Lions. End of the third quarter there, 38-23. The Lions have the ball. Eagles in the red zone once again. Looks like they're putting the exclamation point on what will keep them undefeated, a 4-0 season for them. If they complete this win, 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter. They're up by 9 in the red zone. The Jets now trail the Steelers 20-10. The Steelers, again, now looking to pull away early in the fourth quarter there. Browns-Falcons still tied at 20, and the Titans still up by 7 over the Indianapolis Colts. The other game, the Cowboys up 22-10 over the Washington Commanders. Let me know what 4 o'clock game you're most looking forward to. What 4 o'clock game are you most looking forward to between the Cardinals-Panthers, Broncos-Raiders, Patriots-Packers? Hoyer. First down, First down, run to the outside. Gets about 8-9 yards before he's finally taken out of bounds by Poyer. Going to give him 9 yards. So a big run on first down by the Ravens. Baltimore Ravens have 4 straight losses at home. So one of these streaks have to end, right? One of these streaks have to end. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Broncos-Raiders game most. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. We still got 13-18 before we talk about those games. All right, so they did give him a 10-yard gain and the first down. So now it's 1st and 10 from 15 yards this half. The Bills have 120, Ravens 51. And Jackson on our center, offside I formation. Fake a quick pass, run again up the middle. 5 yards, 10 yards. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 13. 2 big runs in a row by the Ravens, and all of a sudden they're moving the ball. Less than 13 minutes to go. Offensive line for the Baltimore Ravens starting to take over once again like they did early on in the first half. Leads to 2 big runs by the Ravens. 1st and 10, 12:30 to go. Jackson on center once again. Ricard goes in motion. He's on top of the screen. Now he goes in motion again. Fake the handoff. Bills get pressure up the middle. Jackson short hops the throw. There's a flag down. Looks like it's going to be defensive holding on the Bills. It's going to be Teron Johnson holding Andrews. Yep. Johnson. He's not said yes. He knows what happened. Doesn't make it okay, Johnson. Doesn't make it okay. 12:15 to go in the fourth quarter, 20-20. The Ravens have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. 32-yard line. Texans did get field goals, 27-24 Chargers over Texans, 8:30 to go in that one. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set. Jackson fakes the handoff. He's going to run. That looks like a hold on them. They don't call it, but no game. Oh, there's the flag. Milano comes in on the tackle. It's going to be a holding on Baltimore. It's going to be 1st and 20 because you got to take him back. Got to take him back. You got to do 1st and 20. That's my opinion. What do you think in the comment section? 1st and 20 or 2nd and 10? I say 1st and 20. Yep. They accept penalty. 1st and 20. I like it. Kevin Zeitler on the hold. All right, we got to get off the field here. When you see 1st and 20, you got to expect your defense to stand up. You got to expect your defense to stand up. Von Miller's in the game. Let's get some pressure on. Let's get some pressure on that boy in the backfield. Let's get some pressure on Jackson. Bill sent 4. Milano, you're right there. Oh, Milano was right there. Can't get his hand on the ball. Completion over the middle, about 9 yards. Second down, 11:30 to go. Second and 13. So 7 yards on 1st down. So we can't allow that. We can't allow 7 yards on all plays. That would give them a 1st down. 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 2 to the bottom, 4 wide receivers set. Lamar Jackson in shotgun. Dobbins to his left. Bill send 4. Clean. Oh, pocket broke. Lamar Jackson. Good job by Milano. Good job by Milano. Listen, Jackson's able to fall forward, get about 6 on the play. But again, when you talk about Lamar Jackson one-on-one against a linebacker, you normally expect the linebacker to lose. He didn't lose. Again, Jackson falls forward more than we would have liked. But if Milano misses that tackle, it's a 1st down. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Let's go. 3rd and 8. We need to stop him. We need to stop him. Shotgun formation. I mean, we don't need to. I would love it, though. We should. Bill send pressure. Wide open. Andrews gets the 1st down. We send all-out blitz on Jackson. Jackson reads it. And it's a 1st down. We send all-out blitz. But that leaves one defensive back on 3 guys. And they only needed 7 yards. Poyer comes up, makes a good tackle. But Poyer's not supposed to be up there. So 1st and 10. 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Lamar, 18-26, 139, a touchdown and an interception. Pistol formation. They hand the ball off. Stop him in the backfield. Okay. He falls forward for no gain, but a good stop there. Shaq Lawson on the tackle. 9.5 to go. This is a long drive by the Ravens. Long drive by the Ravens. Be great to get him off the field with no points. 2nd and 10 at the own 43-yard line. This is a long drive, and they're not even past midfield yet. Shotgun formation. Pressure coming. That's a pass interference. Pass interference. Andrews gets knocked down, and now the ball is going to be on Buffalo's side of the ball. Look for the ball. The ball was so short. That's the problem. Johnson can't even turn around. Turn around. Wow. Definitely can't question if that was a pass interference or not. Teron Johnson, that's your 2nd penalty on this drive. Both on Mark Andrews. If you can't cover Mark Andrews, get someone else on him. Get someone else on him. It is a spot foul. So now it's 1st and 10 on the Buffalo Bills 40-yard line, offside I formation. This is the 3rd time they've run that H-back delay crap, and it's going to work this time. Hill's limping, though. Hill's able to get the 1st down. He gets 15 yards. The last 5 of it was while he was limping. It's an injury timeout. Yep. Man, a good run, and you talk about heart. My man gets hobbled about 8 yards into the run, and he still picks up 13 on what appears to be a serious injury. That's why Benford starts. All right, injury timeout on the field. You hope that it looked worse than it actually is. He did have an Achilles injury last year that kept him out for the season. Hopefully it's nothing like that for his sake. If you're new to the stream, I want my team to win, but I don't want to see any injuries at all, ever. Ravens fan, hey, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us on #sports. I'm not gonna say I haven't said anything about the Ravens all day. They've taken advantage of Bills' mistakes. The Bills come back, they able, and that's what good teams do, right? Good teams are able to take advantage of mistakes, and good teams on the reverse side are able to come back after that adversity. So hopefully he's all right. But here in Baltimore, the game is 20-20, 8:30 to go, or 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Who was hurt? Their running back who just ran that play. Give me a second. I'll give you his name. I think it was Hill. Hey, McKenzie hurt. McKenzie was hurt, yeah, but he ran back to the locker room. McKenzie took a hit over the middle as he's coming to the ground, and it's just one of those freak plays. He catches the ball, both feet down. He becomes a runner at that point. He's going down where the defender was aiming to tackle would have been the midsection. Unfortunately, he's falling down, gets hit in the head, so he's injured. I'm not sure if he came back or not. He did jog off the field under his own power. He didn't do a Tua wobble. And again, I do hope Tua is okay. But he did come back to the field on his own power. Chargers up 27-24. However, they got the ball at midfield, 4th and 2. So it'll be interesting to see what they do there. Up on the Texans 27-24. The Giants up 20-12 over the Chicago Bears. The Seahawks up 38-31 over the Lions. Seahawks have the ball at midfield on 2nd and 10. Eagles up 29-21. So Jaguars are trying to come back in that one as well. Steelers up 20-10. The Jets have the ball in the red zone with 8 minutes to go in that one. Still, the Falcons took a 23-20 lead, only 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there. And the Titans up on the Colts 24-17. Cowboys up 22-10 over the over the Commanders. The game came back from commercial break. But it doesn't look like I don't know if they're waiting still or what's going on. Saints did lose to the Vikings earlier today in London. McKenzie ruled out. If you're the NFL, you have to rule out everyone today who's down for more than 2 minutes on the field, out for the rest with concussion concerns. Just rule them out. 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ravens have the ball inside the Bills' 30-yard line. Shotgun, there's a flag, and that should be a penalty on Lamar. So it's going to be a delay of game. And they did relax on those enforcement penalties as far as celebration and stuff like that. But a few years ago, you could not spike the ball into the ground like that. That could be another delayed game. So, but I mean, I understand it's frustration. I would do the same thing. One thing I don't do well is compose myself in stressful situations when I'm expecting something. Single set back. Lamar under center. Ricard goes in motion. Fakes the handoff, looking over the middle. He has the right side, so he's going to run with it. Another good tackle by Milano, but it's going to be after a gain of 8. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Again, one-on-one, Milano versus Jackson. Glad to see Milano get the tackle. But it's still 2nd and 7. 8 yards on first down when you have them 1st and 15 isn't what you want to start off the drive. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Again, a long drive here by Baltimore. Keeping Josh Allen and the Bills offense, who's really beginning to feel it in that third quarter, off the field. Late second, really, off the field. Shotgun formation. Screen pass. Dobbins falls down as he catches it, and he's touched down by Edmonds. And that's going to be a loss on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. For the Ravens. If you go home to a field goal here, that's great. Dobbins makes a catch and then falls down. And Edmonds does touch him before. And Edmonds actually did a good job there. He touches him first and then he wraps him up to just hold him. So that way, if if they don't blow the whistle, he still has a hold of them to take him down. 3rd and 12, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen for Baltimore. Blitz coming while the 4 rushers are coming out. Edmonds has to win a one-on-one. He's unable to do so. Lamar Jackson gets the first down and gets it to the 10-yard line. Edmonds not able to win his one-on-one, which is what you expect from linebackers. And Lamar Jackson gets the first down. What else can you say? It's going to be first goal from the 10. Jackson looking to throw. Throws it. Caught. I think he's down at the 2. Yeah, I think he's down. But it's caught at the 1. 6:14 to go. It looks like the Ravens are about to score a touchdown. Put them up by 7. 2nd and goal from the 1. Edmonds almost makes a play again. I hear that a lot. Edmonds almost makes a play. All right, 2nd and goal. I formation. Oh, let's go! Milano with a huge hit on Dobbins. You're not getting your 3rd touchdown. Not like that. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3. Milano's having a really good game. Milano's having a really good game, and you say that a lot too. 3rd and goal from about the 3. Maybe the 4. 3rd and goal. 7 plays for negative yards by the Ravens, only 2 by the Bills. You would have told me that, show me that stat in the first quarter. I wouldn't have believed it. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Jackson's going to run. Watch him. Yes! Edmonds makes the play this time. It's going to be 4th and goal. If you're the Ravens, do you kick a field goal or do you go for the touchdown? I think you have to take the points. 4th and goal from the 2, 20-20, less than 5 minutes to go. You have to take the points. Your defense has stopped this Bills offense to 20 points. You have to take the points. You can't go for it here. That's insane if they go for it. Wow, they're going for it. Let's go. Come on, D. Come on, D. Shotgun formation. 1 wide receiver to the top, 2 to the bottom, 3 to the bottom. Whatever. Run back goes in motion. Milano goes on him, or at least pretends to. Looking to throw. Looks like there's a hold. Jackson forced to go backwards into the end zone. Intercepted. Poyer second. Not only do we stop him, we're getting the ball at the 20. Let's go. Buffalo's defense, step up. Let's go. Come on. You got to take the points, Baltimore. You got to take the points. I don't know what you're thinking. Poyer with a huge play. Settle got into the backfield early. And that's what started the whole thing. I'm sorry, Lawson. It wasn't Settle. It was Shaq Lawson. Beats his man, and Jackson has to back up. He throws it off his back foot, and not only do we stop him, we get the ball at the 20 with 4:09 to go. It's time for that 4-minute drive. It's time for that 4-minute touchdown drive. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receivers. And throws it over, pass is caught. It's low. Goes down. 4-yard gain for Diggs. Diggs not having one of his best games, but this is the time for your stars to step up. This is the time for your stars to step up. The Ravens up 17-3 at one point in this one. 2nd and 6. One wide receiver to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Diggs now goes in motion to the top, hands the ball off. Singletary, hold on to that ball. PD. A 3-yard gain. Give me 3rd and 3. I'll take it. You're still on schedule, as they say. 3:20 to go in the fourth quarter, 20-20. Gotta get at least a few first downs on this drive, if nothing else. Can't just punt the ball back to him. That's what happened on our last Poyer interception. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set. Diggs, Knox to the top. Davis, Shakir to the bottom. Allen looking to throw. Throws over top to Knox! Knox with the catch to the 47. Let's go! Let's go! Anthony John comes in and said, don't forget it was 23, not just 17-3. You want heart? You want determination? We called them out. We called them out right here on this channel. First half, we said they're not showing any heart. They came out lazy. They got depressed over the interception, whatever it was. But this shows heart. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers, bottom screen, 1 to the top. Allen has a clean pocket for now. Collapsing, rolling out. He's going to run into Ravens territory. Gets down at the 45. 2:40 to go here. I'd run Singletary and take us to a 2-minute warning. Run Singletary and take us to a 2-minute warning. Well, either way, I'd go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because either way, it's going to go to 2-minute warning. You snap this ball with 3 seconds left on the play clock. That play is going to take you to a 2-minute warning. There's a 3 or 4 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers top of the screen. They don't listen to me, though. Allen trying to avoid the sack, able to get away. Allen, oh, what a catch! What a catch! That's Shakir on the sideline, learning from Gabe Davis how to tap those toes. First down. You don't have to listen to me, Buffalo. You don't. 2:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Bills driving in Baltimore territory. This is what Josh Allen does, baby. This is what Josh Allen does. Way to get your toes down, Shakir. .206 to go, 20-20. Bills have the ball at the 36-yard line. That's a false start. Come on. And all the momentum has stopped once again. Ryan Bates. Oh, I was saying it was Dawkins. Sorry. Dawkins. Sorry, Bates. So it's 1st and 15. Man, what a game. So right now, Baltimore has lost 4 home games in a row. That ties the franchise record. Bills have lost 8 one-score games in a row. 4 penalties for the Bills for 31 yards in this game. Blitz coming. Oh, quick pass by Allen. Unable to connect with Singletary. He should have given it to Diggs. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, no. Roughing the passer. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But I just don't know if this is roughing the passer. No. I just don't know. I don't know, guys. That's a big call. It's on Stevens. That's a big call. That's a big, big call at this point in the game. 2:03 to go in the game. Bills have the ball 1st and 10. If you're a Ravens fan in the chat right now, I will be with you. I don't know if I agree with that at all. Allen points straight to the official. He knows he has it, but I just don't know. I don't have my volume up, so I don't know what they're saying on the TV. I just don't know. 1st and 10, 2 wide receivers top of the screen. Singletary gets the handoff and falls right down to the ground. That's going to take us to a 2-minute warning. All right, listen, last week I said this, you can't get cute. Don't try to do anything fancy or waste more time than you need to. Don't do anything cute. Just get the touchdown if you can. get the touchdown. I would love to run this clock down to 10 seconds and score without the Ravens having a chance. But I don't know. Who says 702nd home run of his career. Yeah, I don't know if that was roughing the passer, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't, actually. Let me put it this way. If they called that against Buffalo in this situation, I'd flip. I'd lose my mind. So for your Baltimore fans in the chat right now, 126 of you watching, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I hope not all 126 of you are Ravens fans, because that really isn't our demographic. But if you are, it doesn't matter. I'm happy you're here. Hit that thumbs up button either way. I appreciate all of you. I'm getting the scores, guys, while we're at commercial break. Most of these games coming to the end here in a little bit. You got two finals. You got the Falcons beat the Browns, and the Saints, or I'm sorry, and the Titans beat the Colts. We already know the Saints lost to the Vikings in London. First down, game over. Well, they still have two timeouts, I think, right? They lost that one, which is, again, now huge. They still have two times. The Chargers are up by 10, less than 2 minutes to go there. Houston has the ball 4th and 16, so last gasp time for the Texans, although they might have made it closer than we all initially thought, even though the score is going to be a 10-point game. It looks like the Chargers, I think, cover the spread then. Yeah, it was 5, so yep, they do. The Giants up 20-12. They have the ball in the red zone with less than a minute to go, 4th down, so it's going to be 23-12. 20 seconds to go, make it a 2-position game, obviously, there. Lions in the red zone, down by 10. However, there's 5.5 to go in that game, so lots of time in that one left. Eagles in the red zone, up by 8, less than a minute and a half to go in that game. The Steelers up 20-17. The Jets have the ball at the Steelers 46 with 2 minutes to go, so a close one there. The Cowboys up on the Commanders, 25-10, 2.5 to go in that game. Here it is, 20-20, coming back from the 2-minute warning. And again, was that rough passer? No. If you're the Ravens defense, you have to step up here and try to make sure they don't get another first down. 5 wide receivers set coming back from the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 11 for the Bills. This one gets out to Diggs. No, out to Singletary. Singletary gets the first down inside the 15 to the 10. Listen, again, you cannot. I love Bass, and I think he can make a kick from anywhere on the field. You can't simply rely on that. You can't just score. You have to score. Just score. Good block by Knox. Could have been blindside block by number 71 of the Bills. The Ravens called their first timeout here, 1:50 to go. You score a touchdown. You just score a touchdown. Score a touchdown. I'm sorry. You just score. Go for the throat. Make them have to score. Make them have to come downfield and score a touchdown. Like, last thing you want right now is overtime. I'm sorry. The last thing you want right now is overtime. Last win after trailing by 17 plus points, week 3, 2011. I remember that game too. It was 20-3 in the second quarter today. We have not allowed a single point in the second half. 20-20. 1:50 to go. The Ravens down to 1 timeout. So you run it here, right? You run the ball here. Force Baltimore to make a decision on their last timeout. I'm even okay saying you run the ball until they call that last timeout. But after they call that last timeout, you try to score a touchdown. You don't just rely. No offense on Bass. I love Bass, and he can make it. But in these conditions, Singletary gets 8. It almost looked like Baltimore is going to let him score there, to be honest with you. And if you're Baltimore, that's not a terrible decision. 1:43 to go. Baltimore uses their last timeout. It looked like they almost let him. They wanted to let him score. But now if you're Allen, like I said, 20-20. Obviously, the coaches are going to tell him what to do here. Maybe on 2nd and 2, I don't know, try to run the clock out a little bit more. I have no idea. I would say just score the touchdown. I would say just score the touchdown. But the fact that the Bills are in this position in this game is amazing. It talks a lot. It speaks a lot about the heart of this team. It speaks a lot about the heart of this team. I'm not celebrating a victory yet at all. But what I'm saying is, all right, goal line formation. Allen's going to just hold on to the ball, run forward, run forward. Did they give him a first down? He got the first down. So now you can waste even more time. Run the same play. Run the same play. You're up by 7, less than a minute to go if he gets in the end zone. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. I mean, we've seen field goals blocked. We've seen bad snaps. Think about the weather today. You don't want to just rely on a snap being good, on a hold being good. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. Allen takes a knee. Number 24, Baltimore, is not happy at all. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like I would trust this 100%. I'm not saying Tyler Bass cannot make a 18, 20, 25-yard field goal. But there's still so much going on. All right. Take a knee. There you go. You're going to have a 19-yard field goal to win this game. No, I'm sorry, a 20-yard field goal to win this game. Like I said, I just don't know, guys. And maybe this is a Bills fan talking, but I would have gone for the touchdown. There's so much that goes on in a kick, even an extra point. Yeah, Peters is furious about something. Number 24 of the Ravens, Peters, is furious about something. Furious. Bills call timeout with 2 seconds left. All right, and listen, it works 98% of the time, right? Like, this works most of the time. Oh, maybe that's why Peters was mad. That's probably why Peters was mad, because they wanted him to score with a minute. Now, again, if he makes this kick, it's game over, right? Why do you call timeout with 3? Why do they always call timeout with 3 seconds left? Bad snap. You can fall on the ball, maybe get another play, I guess. So, yeah, 3rd and goal. If it's a bad snap, you can fall on the ball, give yourself up, maybe you have a second left. I just don't know. 21-yard field goal for the win. It's down, it's up, it's good. And there's no time left. The Bills pull this one off, coming back from 17 points down to win this game. Wow. Wow. I will take it. Ugly win. I will say the same thing. The Bills moved to 3-1 in an ugly fashion. Ugly fashion for sure, but the Bills moved to 3. It's an ugly game. It's an ugly game. The rain, the conditions, everything going on. You take an AFC road win, right? You'll take the AFC road win against a really good caliber opponent. 1-8. 1-8. We lost 8 consecutive one-score games. But yes, they're taking me to the Steelers-Jets game. Apparently, the Jets are inside the 10, down by 3. The Steelers are using timeouts just in case they have tried to score on the back end of this. But the Jets looking to pull off the upset here. 1st and goal from the 9. But we can talk about the Bills' victory. That is situation of football. Aaron Clark, you're probably right. Again, in conditions like today, I'm just not sure I want to go with that field goal and attempt that. But hey, we did it. Hey, thank you, Frank. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. And it didn't start off good at all. Pierre Martinez, you did not leave a comment, but I appreciate the $3 super chat. Again, all super chats going to charity. Paul and Mario talk about that charity all the time, so I can't say off the top of my head right now. Just a lot going on in this game that we could talk about, which Paul Mario will break down. They will have you covered as far as post game right after I'm done here. But what a game by the Buffalo Bills! What a comeback by the Buffalo Bills. Had to come back and celebrate. King Cam, glad you did. Hope work went all right for you. But yeah, the Bills down 20-3. A lot of us, myself included, I was never saying this game was over, but I was saying that this could be an ugly game. And Mom comes in and says, "Let's go Buffalo." And for most of the first half, it was. But then Josh Allen kind of led this team back with that drive right before halftime, and you kind of felt momentum switch. Then the Bills got a 3-and-out in the second half, or forced to punt again in the second half. They did not allow a point in the second half as the Jets fumble the ball, and he's down at the 1, they say, with 10 seconds to go. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy if you're watching that. But man, you just weren't sure what to expect. The Bills do not allow a point in the second half. They throw 2 interceptions to Jordan Poyer. Jordan Poyer came up huge. Milano came up huge. Edmonds did a good job. Shaq Lawson had a huge play, forcing that one pass into the end zone. It's crazy. Germany, thank you for watching. I think India, Talava, you're from India, and you say you can't sleep now. It's late there. It's probably close to AM hours. So I appreciate you guys watching me. Again, 100+ of you in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. What a great game. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, to see the comeback, to see the heart, to see the drive, to see the passion from every single player, and holding them to field goals late in the first half turned out to be huge. Well, I mean, the proof was in the pudding. We were 0-8 in close games. But wow, great job. Bills win. And again, Mario and Paul are going to be covered post game. I think it's great. The Bills are 3-1, tied with the Dolphins now. Dolphins still lead the division due to tiebreakers, but you just don't know India. Yeah, appreciate you so much. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate the super chats that we received today. And the Buffalo Bills win this one 23-20, a last-second field goal by Tyler Bass to win this game. A great 4-minute drive, exactly what I said we needed when we got that drive at the 20 after the Jordan Poyer interception. A 4-minute drive, exactly what we needed, and the Bills come down and win the game. Not exactly what I thought we would want to do as far as getting that field goal off with the conditions we were playing in, but it got the job done. And the 98% came through one more time, and I'm appreciative of that. I would like to tell you that one time this year, at least, that play is not going to work for one team somewhere. Maybe for the Jets right here. Who knows? Oh, the Jets scored a touchdown. Never mind. The Jets scored a touchdown, make it 23-20 with 16 seconds left. The extra point's coming up, but just so big. What about that was too much? I'm allowed to say that. Nothing at all about that. Oh, you're talking about a comment. Guys, all right, don't fight about comments, guys. Don't fight about it. But if I had any swearing or anything like that, we try to tend to avoid that. But the Jets take a lead over the Steelers. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. My throat is going to be hoarse for a little bit. Drink some hot tea, get some honey, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy watching, whatever game you want to watch. Again, the Jets game is going to come down to the wire here. So you can watch the rest of that one. Or you could just enjoy the 4:00 games and know the Bills are on top of the AFC East, or it's tied on top of the AFC East with a big game, another conference game next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be right here giving you a lot of play and reaction. So make sure you join me. If you haven't already liked this, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed to Hashtag Sports, be sure to do that. Thank you, CJB. Thank you to my new moderators for keeping it clean, kept me sane. I appreciate that. The Bills win. It's time to celebrate. It's time to have a good time and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. Join me Wednesdays for my razor sharp picks. Not sure how they're doing today yet. Haven't looked at the other 1:00 games, but so far, not that great. So hopefully I improve there as well. 24-20, the Jets over the Steelers, 16 seconds to go. Let's see how this game ends. But I don't even care a little bit right now. The Bills win 23-20. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.
Hello, fellow Bills fans. Sean Rogers, realtor and lead of the Mr. Rogers Homes team. Did you know that real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth? And right now is one of the best times to own an investment property in Arizona? Please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions so we can take the next step to your financial freedom here in the Valley of the Sun, utilizing real estate. As always, God bless America and go Buffalo!